Hello. How are you? I just, I just saw you. I was like fucking around on my phone. Let me see if I can. I don't know. What the hell? Oh, there we go. I can never figure this shit out. I swear to God. It is disgustingly raining here, and I was hoping for freaking snow, but I was wrong. Good to see you, though. A new person, kinda. So I don't know how many people are gonna come in, because my shit is real boring. I was gonna put like yawn, don't fall asleep, because it's very boring here. But I got nothing going on, and I'm not working, so I figured I might as well go live. It's early enough where I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. And yeah, I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. So I can't post the fucking link. All right. Well, I can, but oh, Miss Joe. Hi, Miss Joe. Flying Monkey. One. Hi, guys. I'm glad to see you guys. I appreciate you all. I'm sorry. I'm just disgustingly ass kissery. But having an all right weekend, I guess. I worked. I work every damn day, but it will. Hang on, I can give you guys your wrenches if I can. You guys are going so fast. Time clown. Okay. First person. Dulcie Betty. Hey. Hey. Haven't seen you in a while. Oops. Standard. Save. All right, that's bedtime. Oh, you guys are moving my chat so fast. Okay, Flying Monkey. Sorry, guys, I'm spazzy when it comes to this stuff, so I gotta do it while I can. Oh, I didn't friggin'. Oh my God. Okay, and then do this. Yay! Oh my God. Like I said, I'm spazzy. But it's good to see you guys. I hope everybody is well on this lovely Sunday evening. Thank you, Monkey. Flying. Oh. But I don't know. Ain't nothing going on in my life. Well, bullshit is going on in my life, but nobody wants to hear about bullshit. I assume if people come in here and they're polite, they deserve a wrench. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind giving people wrenches. Yes, finally, I did it. Yay. But, everybody's like, oh, somebody's going to take over. Or you're going to have a rogue mod and they're going to start messing with people. No offense to you guys, because I think it's wonderful that you guys are here and, stuff like that. But it's not like I'm going to lose 100 people, because I don't have 100 people. I have you lovely followers. I'll just start another one, Yep. Hi, I can't remember what that stood for. I can't remember. I only just found out what ICB stands for. My goodness. So trying to learn all these things. Right. Exactly, Monkey. But at the same time, I have such good people. Nobody needs to get timed out or banned. That's what I like about YouTube right now. It's still over here. It's quiet and calm. But then again, I try to be non-controversial, versal, controversial. So, and I don't basically have a problem with anybody unless they come in here and, call me names. And nobody does that. Everybody's cool. Seemingly, so far. Speak of the devil. Hi, ICB. How are you? What's the weather like where you guys are? Like I said, it's raining here and it sucks. And it's supposed to snow a little bit, but it still sucks. Because it's just crappy rain and cold. Sick of the rain already. It's only March. Waiting for the warm weather. With no rain. Ooh. Yeah, it's windy too here. It sucks. Oh, see, that would be nice. It was 54 degrees here today, which was strange. But then it started raining. Oh. See, that's nice too. Like I said, I think it was 54 here. And that was at like 9 o'clock this morning because I was at work. Yeah, I don't even know what it's supposed to do. I don't ever watch the weather report. All I do is when I go to work at my hospice place, my hospice patient, we sit and watch the debates, or rather we just watch Trump talk because we can't stand to listen to Biden talk. So we just watch the news all day and listen to the political stuff. And I was never political before, but now I am. So kinda trying to figure out what's going to happen. But yeah, I agree with you, because I can't stand the heat. The heat makes me sick. 61. Oh, oh man. I don't even know. Let me see. Ow. Facebook, you're stupid. Me? You can ask me anything you like. I have a funny feeling I know what you're going to ask me, though. But go ahead. It's usually the same question all the time. Okay, go ahead. Oh, it's not going to be the question I thought you were going to ask me. Okay. Although it might be. Maybe. No. 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 Wasp has a wife. He was Wasp. I was the only female in the group for like 4 years. It was all men, like Wasp and Seven and Ash and Rapid, and I'm sure I'm forgetting people. But he was in the UK and I was here, and I just became Queen Wasp because I was the only female, and he like named me. One day he was just like, "You're Queen Wasp." I was like, "Okay." But yeah, he's got a wife, and when I go to UK, I visit her and hang out with her and stuff, and we sit and reminisce about Wasp because I try to go to UK every year. Oh, it's okay. People thought I was his wife all the time, and he used to laugh and say that maybe I was like his online wife, really, but it wasn't ever anything beyond friendship. Um, that's okay. And the worst thing is, well, it's me. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, but people used to, knowing who Wasp was, they would say that I sound English. I don't feel like I sound English, but I picked up the hello FBY. I picked up the kind of like an accent a little bit, and people were like, you're from England." Like, no, but I also have a lot of lingo because I was with them for all this time since like 2017. So I say all kinds of silly crap that Americans don't understand, like taking the piss and oh god, there's so many. PMSL, which is pissing myself laughing instead of LMAO, stuff like that. Yeah, it does. And even it's funny, my son, that one time, because I used to, be in Hangouts all the time first before we all went to YouTube. And I heard my son tell somebody, one of his friends online, he was like, "Don't be a twat." I was like, "Oh my God, you did not just say that to somebody." And yeah, that and "don't be a cunt," because they say that all the time. Matter of fact, my nickname is GYB, Gobby Yank Cunt. And that just shows you that I was the only Yank for a long time. Still kind of am, but I don't really go there anymore because after Wasp passed, it's kind of like, pointless. But like I said, I still go over there, and I still go to his house, and I, hang out with his wife and stuff. She's really cool. And like she invited me over last time I was there for a Sunday roast, and we hung out, and it was cool. Cried a lot, but but she extended, because I met her in 2019. I went over there and I met Wasp, and I met her, and we all went out, and everybody's cool here. Everybody. At least I think so. I think everybody's cool. Because they listen to my drivel. Don't complain. They don't complain. Yes, I did. Yeah, I made friends for life when I did it. Totally. It was life friends. So when I go over there, every year I hang out with, like, I don't know how many people from that side, but I hang out with somebody called Tippy, Aunt Tippy, and Seven, and I've met Rapid a few times. Muckers, he comes in here. He was in here the other night. I haven't met him yet, but I will. Nigel, I haven't met him either, but I will. Yeah. Wasp as in me, or as in Wasp? Because Wasp is dead. FBY. Oh, yeah, Seven, yeah. Yeah, people used to think that I was with him. Like, he thought that we were together because we were inseparable for the longest time. Nah, I'm not cool at all. I'm boring. Got nothing good to talk about except relationship crap, and nobody wants to hear that, you know? But I can't even think of anything funny. Oh, wait, did I have something funny? No, that's not even funny. Can't remember. Hi, Patriot. How are you? Well, that's true too. I try not to. I got nothing to talk about though. It's like, I mean, I could tell you how I went to the store today and I bought all this stuff, but I went in there for like, what are those things called? Devil dogs or some kind of cake, and I walked out without it. I'm an idiot. I'm brainless. But I bought stuff to make fajitas, but I didn't get any cake. Yeah. Oh God. I will plead the fifth on that whole statement. But I don't know. Is it two blue eyes, Betty, or just a few? I ride and die. Yeah, I don't know blue eyes yet. I'm just learning to meet some people. Maybe I'll send Nemesis the link. Oh, I can't. Can't. I thought that said, "What's up, Fred?" Oh my God. I was like, "Who's Fred?" Oh, sorry. Oh, I snorted. I shouldn't snort. I get yelled at for that. Oh, shit. Turn it down. Come on. Why are you being a booger now? You're taking stupid phone. It's making me take screenshots of something I don't want. Blue Eyes and Betty will call you out when you deserve it. And that's what I like. That's what I like. I am not above anybody. People can call me out, especially if I'm wrong. Absolutely. I try not to be wrong, but what are you going to do, right? That's why I don't like to take what other people say and throw it out there if I don't know the truth. Unless I know it for myself, I'm not going to say it. Agree, Patriot. Hurdy words. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, you know. How do I do this? Oh, and if anybody notices that people don't have a wrench, let me know, please. Because I can't look at both at the same time. Oh my God. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. If I do that. More? No, that's not how you do it. Damn it. I, unlike some people, have no problem. Exactly. Me too, monkey. Me too. You don't? I'm sorry. Hang on. Give me a second. How did... No, I was going to say, how did Bedtime Clown not get a monkey? Get a monkey. Jesus Christ. How did Bedtime Clown not have a wrench? Okay, hang on. Okay. You're set. I thought I gave you one, but maybe I didn't hit save. Flying monkey, yeah. Good lord. I am totally spazzy with this stuff, so it's kind of funny. I hope nobody has a problem telling me when I'm wrong. Tell me when I'm wrong. You know? And that's why I'm ever so careful about what I say. Dr. Cop Fireman. Now, who is that? That's a new person. Hello. Welcome. Hmm. Oh, wait. Can I do that? No. Dumbass. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking the same thing, people. How the hell? Mm. Well, no, screw it then. He's just gonna get a fucking. Okay. Okay. I'm live. I feel really bad because the other day I said something to him like, please don't start no shit in here, and then he went to bed. But at the same time, I didn't want no drama, so. Never is a strong word. Because everybody lies at some point. Not maliciously, but we all lie. Sorry, but we do. So to use the term never is not a good word. Because the person we lie to the most is ourselves. Even though we try not to. Intention is there. When you say never, it usually happens again. Yep. I'm trying to read. Wait a minute. Yeah, and put my house fire out. Oh, that's right. He's a multitasker. Yeah. Good at multitasking, huh? I suck at multitasking. I can't even chew gum and walk at the same time. I guess I might as well. Oh, I can't now. Hold on. Excuse me. The last thing I need to do is be burping on camera. Oh, that's starting to hurt my head. Okay. That person's going to ignore me. I wonder what Vern's doing. Oops. Stupid me. Oof. Let's see. No, Jack. Nobody wants to talk to you, Jack. Oh my god, I thought I'm so blind. I got my head all in the thing. Oh, I just watched this movie on Netflix. I think it was called The Platform. What a freaked out movie. It was good, but it was like gross at the same time. Cannibalism is always gross to me. Just to even fathom it. My mom used to say that all the time. Hey, you like them little green apples? I've never seen that. Time to write it down. Raleigh. What does STL stand for? I'm just curious because I don't know. Yes, that was the most disgusting movie. I only saw the first one too. I won't watch the other two. It was so gross. I used to like to oh no. What was that movie? There's a movie called Hard Candy. And it's a movie with Ellen Page before she became Elliot Page. Yeah, no, that's why I couldn't. The first one, I couldn't. No, the first one, the ending with the arrow. I think it was like Nope to the Nope. The older I get, the less I can stand horror. I used to be able to watch all kinds of horror movies, like Faces of Death and I Spit on Your Grave and all that stuff. And now I can't watch anything. It's horrible. Hard Candy was a good movie. I used to like to watch it at work with the boys or men, guys in the household at work because it used to make them very uncomfortable, and I used to love to watch their faces when they saw that one part in the movie. And I grew up. Well, yeah, I think I saw two or three. The one I saw was the one with the electrocution. Like, mm-mm. It sounds like me. I like bought all the episodes of Lost and never watched it again. I started to watch it, let my kids watch it, and they just weren't interested. And one of these days I'll get around to it. But if I can only get my ass off the computer, then maybe I could watch something good. What in the world? Was that? No. Was was that the one? Oh my god, really? Was that the one with the clown truck? No. And they made a game out of it? No, that's not the one. I don't think I ever saw Candyman. Wait, it was T. Well, what was? Oof. Did they find out like what killed the person, or did you find out about what killed the person? No, no, no. It used to be a video game, like a what's it called? Um, I think it was a PS2 game where they had different cars, and one of them was like a clown car. But I know what you mean, Maximum Overdrive. That was a good movie. I love Stephen King stuff. Somebody else is into Stephen King stuff. I can't remember who it is. Somebody that's been in here might be you, Bedtime Clown. Might be Bedtime Clown. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna tell you now. See, I have a funny story now. Oh, it's you, or that's right. That's right. Um, one day across the street from me, the kids were about kids were about 7 or 8, and they come in the house and they're like, "There's a dead body outside," and I'm like, "What?" And they're poking this person with a stick who's they're laying like next to a house, and I'm chasing like 5 kids away. I'm like, "Get out of here!" Not all of them are mine. And I was like, "Oh my god, there's a fucking dead body!" Right? So I call the police. Police come, and dude's just laying there, and the policeman starts kicking the man's like feet, like his shoes, and it turned out that it was just a drunk Spanish guy. But it was scary. I thought he was really dead. I was like, "Holy shit! There's a dead body across the street." Funny. Did you see The Stand? Or I know I probably asked you that before, but yeah, right. Would have been one hell of a drive, as far away as I live. Yeah, right. I was that book. And what is that other book? Oh no, have you ever? Do you read books as well, or just? Shut up! Oh, that book was so good, and so was the movie. Tommy Knockers knocking at the door. Oh my god. Wow, that was a good no books. Um, was it Stephen King? The Langoliers? Was that Stephen King? I don't think that was Stephen King. Where they were in the airport and they on the plane and traveled back and through the wormhole and stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. I I like to read them all. Like I like to read the books first, and then it kind of ruins it though when you watch the movie. But like it was an excellent book. I didn't like. I like the movies, but I don't know. Yes, that was good too. Like Christina and Cujo. Oh my god! But the movie was different than the book. Cujo. It was different, and that's what I get annoyed when they change things. But please, I was talking sticks. I've been talking all day to somebody that I used to know about Tommy knockers. He misses them too. Yeah, let me think of another good Stephen King movie. No, that wasn't a good one at all. The Shining. No, there was a book. Oh God, what's the name of the book? It might have. No, it wasn't Stephen King. It was the other guy. That other guy. It was a book about. No, not Weave World. The other one. The one about the fog was good too. What about the? Anybody remember The Long Walk? That messed me up. That story. It's called The Long Walk. I can't remember what it was now. No, this movie. No, yeah, yeah. Oh, I love that story. No, but there was this. All right, it was a book, and it was about um this kid called Jack Sawyer. Presided Adventure. No, I don't think I've ever seen that. It was a book about this kid named Jack Sawyer, and he used to travel. Yes, yeah, the fog. Yeah, he used to travel between worlds. Not worlds. Oh my God, what the fuck was the name of that fucking book? And his mother was Lily, and she was the queen. Oh, Nemesis is here. Yeah. You know what? I have my volume turned down.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. No, I had my volume turned off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fucking pissed me off. This is why I never. Okay, this is why I said I'd never. Car stereo. Because it's such a pain in the ass.
Are you doing a car stereo?
It's in here for fucking 5 minutes. I can't think to disconnect. Can you hear me? Shit. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. You sound a little muffly, but I can still hear you.
See, it's fucked again. See, it's fucked again. God damn it.
I'm sorry. Did you guys see Desperation? Desperation, both of there's 2 books, and they were really good. I think they wrapped it all up in one now. Movie.
Check.
Good.
Oh, this pisses me.
Flying Monkey said hello. Good to see you. Oh, he can't hear me anyway. I don't know why the hell I'm talking. But I think what another movie. Oh God. Oh, what was that movie? Wait. I used to do CB. My name was Lucky Lady. Lucky Lady. Anybody recall talking to Lucky Lady? He'll be back. Lucky Lady. We used to talk Skip too. I loved that shit. He'll be back. I don't know why you go in your car stereo.
Fucking shit.
Okay. I can hear you. I don't think you can hear me. It was all right. I started out and it was Breaker, which is retarded because Breaker is how you break in, breaker.
Yeah, so what was the book about? Because the time I hit StreamYard, you said there was a book about, and then it cut out.
Oh, it was a book about this guy named Jack Sawyer and his mother. I wish I could look it up. I'm so stupid I could look it up. And his mother's name was Lily Kavanaugh. And
I'm so stupid I can look it up.
I can look it up. It
I
wasn't
hate that shit.
Stephen King didn't write it. I can't remember that other guy that wrote it. This really good.
Jack Clancy.
No. Sorry, but no. I can't.
Was it Walt Whitman?
Walt
I
Whitman.
don't fucking know. I'm trying to make it sound like I read and shit, and like I fucking know who authors are and shit. Wait, you sure it wasn't Paul Bunyan?
I love Paul Bunyan. No, I'll find it. I just can't remember the guy that wrote it. It's like
Yeah,
the
who
guy
cares?
when Stephen King was really big. It was this other guy that was really big as well, and they were both kind of like awesome writers, and they collaborated on a book. Anybody read Richard Bachman books?
Oh God, all the time. I mean,
Yeah. Sometimes they come
multiple
back.
times.
Creep shows were
Sometimes
good.
they come back. I thought that was Stephen King.
It is.
Yeah, I saw the movie.
I don't know if he wrote it under Richard Bachman or not. I think
Never
he
read
did.
the book. Saw the movie.
Oh, there's the yeah. Oh, it's the fucking book. Oh.
Yeah, so I had to actually turn the vehicle off to get the damn phone to disconnect from the car stereo. What a pain in the dick.
It could have been. Oh, what was that? Oh man. The Dead Zone. Does anybody? Yes, there it is. Bedtime Clown. I love you right now. The Talisman. That's exactly what it was. That book was so fucking good.
I know. I mean, chapter 3. Wow.
No, it was a big, fat, thick book. I loved it. That was such a good book. And then they came out with one called like Green Eggs and Spam. Came out with one called Weave World as well. And it was kind of similar, except they had this rug, which was like to put the rug down, and then they went into the rug. And
I'm actually writing a book right now.
That's funny, Ms. Joe. What?
I'm actually writing a book right now.
Are you?
Yeah. It's called Why the Fuck Do People Read Books?
Because books are better.
Negative ghostwriter. Pattern in school.
You can imagine.
Yeah, I'd rather watch it in an hour and a half. Be done
then that's somebody else's interpretation. Books let you have your own interpretation.
Bloody hell. You know what I have to say about that? You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
Well, but books too. I was going to say something, but I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
You can read a book while you're on a bathroom.
I can't think if I have to pee.
People who have time to read books piss me off. That means you have time to enjoy life. So go fuck yourself. Like people who get to sit around and play video games. You have time to enjoy yourself. Go fuck yourself. That's my second book. It's called Go Fuck Yourself. That's right, Patriot. And we both have IQs at what, 312? Something like that. I'm just guessing. I can't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, that's a different sponsor. So drink more Ovaltine and then go fuck yourself. Nope, that was too high. I'll figure it out one of these days when I'm done working on shit. Which will be none of these days. Okay, I didn't even realize the time went forward. I'm out here working on my car, thinking it's 4:30. I look at my phone, it's at 5:30. I'm like, 5:30? What the fuck?
Good night, Earth. Thanks for stopping by.
Don't let the doorknob get stuck in your asshole on the way out.
Have a good night. Thank you for coming.
Come on, why am I the only one that thinks that's funny? Because the original was "Don't let the door hit you in the ass." So I'm thinking if it's going to hit you in the ass, the doorknob's probably going to go up in.
Don't let the door hit you where the dog should have bit you. And what's the other one?
Don't let the doorknob get stuck where it should have shit you. I don't know. Fuck. It's Sunday. Leave me alone. It's Sunday.
No,
it's fucking cold.
No, I'm looking at Bedtime Clown, and he put so that's why I'm like,
Sew buttons on your underwear, bitch.
Yep, exactly. What the hell? I just had a. Did anybody see Salem's? Oh,
Wow.
okay. I'm sorry. It just I thought maybe somebody was starting right there.
Read up what? Read up FM.
Hold on,
what the fuck's that mean?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, read up. In other words, scroll up. Yeah. That's what he's saying. I was in the bathroom, probably. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Anyway. Oh, whoa. I just lost everything. All right. Oh, FM is Flying Monkey. That's right. I got to get used to this shit. It's so hard sometimes. Did anybody see? Oh, Earth's the one who liked Stephen King. Damn it. Salem's Lot. Thank you. What happened to you?
Yeah, I wrote a third book. It's called Salem's Twat.
That's not nice. Come on. No, Salem's Lot. I was, look, sleepover. We were watching Salem's Lot, and there's a part where the. Oh.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're speaking gibberish.
I'm just. Okay. What stupid gibberish? What? No, so my friend woke up just as the vampire face popped out of the coffin, and she woke up and she started screaming, and she caught her hair on fire at the same time. It was fucking hilarious.
Okay, I scrolled up. I don't see anything about that.
About what?
Rick. Oh, there it is.
He's not here.
There it is. There it is. I see it now.
I'm confused. But yeah. So that was my funny.
Wait, who you talking about? ICBM? You talking about ICBM?
Why do you say ICBM?
Yeah. Because it's funny.
Oh, okay. I just.
What is it? Intercontinental ballistic missile instead of ICB.
Who cares who hangs out with who? We're all in here hanging out with me.
With whom? Damn it!
I don't give a fuck.
With whom?
Did you ever hear that joke?
Which one?
Okay. This guy walks up to this a Harvard freshman and says, "Can you tell me where the library is at?" And the freshman guy says, "Can you tell me where the library is at?" Yeah. And the sophisticated Harvard guy is like, we do not end our sentences or questions with a preposition." And the guy thinks about it for a second. He goes, "Okay, do you know where the library is, asshole?" Oh, it's funny. Yeah, I knew you were.
I was giving somebody shit about that just the other night at the liquor store, and then I said, it's like one of the three things I remember from English class. That and double negatives. And the girl says, "What's a double negative?" I'm like, fuck, now I can't even think of an example of a double negative.
A double negative?
Right. Like, you don't know no better? No, that's not right. It's something like no. Or
yeah.
Double negative.
Yeah. I
can't think of a fucking example.
Yeah, I'm trying to think myself. And
He said, "No, I don't know. That's why I didn't go to college." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Might as well work at a liquor store."
You need to go to college. All right, look. Oh, yeah. Look, because it just came up. Nobody cares who hung out with who. You're hanging out with me. Rick Crude is not here because actually, if he comes in, I really don't want him here. So, please. He's getting married twice. No.
A double negative is my bank account every Monday morning.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, the dunce.
You can't. You don't. You don't know nothing? No. I can't think of one either. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's funny. That's really funny.
That book you were trying to think of is the Talisman.
Yes. I think no. Bedtime Clown, I think, came up with it. I think.
No, he didn't. I came up with it.
No, he came up with it before you opened your mouth.
No, I came up with it. He stole it from me. Fucking Sunday. The weekend lasts about as long as I do in bed. See, there's
control your green eggs. Please control yourself, because I'm not gonna put up with it. I'm not fucking playing either.
Yeah, me neither. I gotta go to bed.
I know. I'm sorry, but I tried to go as early as I could. Because
you know what? I try not to go as early as I can, but it always seems to happen. Oh, the dun.
I don't know. I worked. Oh God. Yeah, well, I have a couple of old friends gonna come visit me soon, so.
Sugar daddy.
I've known them for like 10 years. Actually, one of them is a tattoo on my arm.
Yeah. Well, so I've been spending hours hooking up this 1,000-watt fucking amp system I bought 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Turns out the amp is a 4-channel system, but the radio's not. So it turns out you have to have apparently you have to have a radio with a 4-channel audio out the back in order to get the 4 fucking channels. So what I had to do is jump the 2 speakers.
Oh, I know. I know ICB.
It was a pain right in the ass. But I finally got it working. I finally have heat and a radio now. Fuck you, Joneses. Dude, definitely ain't throwing 1,000 fucking watts unless I plugged it in wrong, because it was stupid. Because the 2 audios, there were 4 channels for the audio inputs. I don't know. Anyway, there's sound coming out of it. That's about all that matters.
That's good. Like, look on the bright side. You know, you got a radio that is trying to work, but you actually have something.
Until it rains and the windshield leaks right on top of the fucking radio.
Yeah, but you have something to put that radio in. I ain't even got something to put that goddamn radio in.
Well, the best part is I've had the radio in for 2 weeks. It just doesn't have any speakers.
Can you read the chat?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, okay. But
man, I figured 412s I'd be fucking banging, right? Not really. Not so much.
You must be talking to Patriot, because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I mean, the dome light does dim every time the bass hits, but it's a brand new battery.
Yeah.
It is a brand new battery. Because that made it to the gas station and died, and I'm sitting at a gas station with no phone, no good battery, and the damn brake caliper was seized up too. I'm like, this is great. No battery, brake seized up. How the fuck am I going to get the AutoZone to get a battery? Yeah, it's always good times around here.
Is it raining?
No, it's snowing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fucking snowing.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, you can have it.
I want it. I'll take it gladly. That sucks, man. It's only raining here. It's pissing me off too. It's cold.
Well, no, here's the other problem, PD. So where I bought the 1,000-watt amp, they didn't sell the kit for a 1,000-watt amp. The highest they sold it for was 680, which was an 8-gauge wire and shit. So I bought the 680 kit thinking I'll just turn the amp at half power, and it'll still be all right. But no. Now, back in high school, I had Realistic sold this 80 by 80 amp, and I had them carpet speakers, the carpet box speakers. I had 2 of those in there with an 80 by 80. And the fucking cop, I was following a cop one day, and then I saw him 2 days later downtown. He pulled up and he says, I could hear your fucking radio in my car the other day. It's like, yeah? What do you think about some damn Van Halen, bro? Van Halen, Come On Baby, Let's Get It, or Come On Baby, Finish What You Started was the only song I could play on that system all the way up without it fucking cutting it out.
I hate Van Halen. Isn't that Van Hagar?
That's right. Bite me, Patriot.
What did you say? Oh. Really? An Escalade has 24 speakers in it? Jesus.
Yeah, that's how the upper half live.
Yeah, well.
Damn, dude, I've been drinking and I'm just not even drunk, really. So
why are you drinking? It's Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Sunday and I was working on shit. So
you know what?
When I'm working on shit.
I sit here right now and I could drink, but I won't. But I should, but I won't. One night I will. And you guys will laugh at me and I'll be drunk and silly and it'll be funny.
I lost a whole fucking hour of my life, so.
What? Oh, yeah, no, me too. I had to fucking be to work at 9 o'clock this morning. It sucked.
On Sunday. Sacrilegious.
I was so tired. Sacrilegious. Yeah, like God strike me. I don't believe in God. I believe in several.
Anyway, so this song, In Too Deep, is the name of the group, and it's Back to the Hotel. It's got this really badass bass line. When I was at Camp Lejeune the first time, after I'd gotten out of boot camp, I was in MCT. Was I? Anyway, this black dude had this big black ass LTD or something he used for a fucking cab. So he had 2 15s in the back playing that song, and it was just like shaking the whole fucking car. So I'm thinking, I have 4 12s. Should be better than 2 15s, right? No, it's not.
4 12s is 48.
That's right.
How you guys doing?
Hey, what's up?
That's good. I'm good. I don't know who that is. Take a guess.
The fucking troublemaker.
You got it. Now I'm going to send you some emails, Queen Wasp, of what's been going on in your chat with me tonight so you can see for yourself.
Abe, I don't care.
Yeah, okay. But see, I was being called. I just want to point out to you that Bedtime Clown got in there and started calling me a Chomo supporter.
Okay, Abe, I don't care. I'm sorry.
But see, I'm just letting you know what he's doing.
Don't talk over me. Don't tell me. You see, I don't care. Conversation over. Sorry.
All right, that's fine. To talk about something else.
Yes, please.
Bicycle tires.
Thank you for being here, Flying Monkey. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. I don't want to hear about it. I don't care.
No, that's fine. We'll talk about something else, but yeah. I'm going to send you some emails anyway.
Okay.
I'll send you one so you can review it.
Okay.
For your review.
Yeah,
so I gotta get this shit out of here. What the fuck's that? Got that.
You said something that was just a second ago, and it was so like.
Fuck, do I know?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know anything about speakers. Nothing. Clueless. I'm clueless about cars.
Look, I thought like 15 years later, I was finally gonna be cool with my 1,000-watt fucking stereo system, and it's definitely not putting out because 1,000 watts should blow these cheap ass speakers I bought. They should just blow them right. Like I should have turned it up once, and that should have been the end of it. But no, not the case.
Is there enough power going to it? Like you might think about a booster.
No, that's what I have, a 1,000-watt amp, 4-channel 1,000 watts. So it should be putting 250 to each speaker. No, well, even if it's putting, even since I jumped the speakers, because they're actually 4 speakers, but it's only a 2-channel radio, so it doesn't pull 4 channels off the amp. Okay. So I jumped the speakers so that the 2 lefts are actually 1 and the 2 rights are actually 2.
How old's the power supply?
It still should be pulling 250. It's brand new. It's an 8-gauge wire.
Okay. You got a subwoofer in there?
No, I ain't doing that. Like, I ain't trying to bump down the road with some rap and some shit. But I mean, you know, I just thought with 412s, if you wanted to bump down the road with some fucking rap, you could fucking do it.
Now you said speakers are how 250 watts? Is that what you said?
No, the amp's 4-channel, 1,000-watt 4-channel. So it splits the 1,000 4 ways. So it's 250 to each speaker. So even though I jumped the 2 speakers and it's only a 2-channel fucking bullshit, it should still be putting 250 to the left and 250 to the right. 500 watts is fucking a lot. Should be
that is quite a bit.
Yo.
I'm just trying to do some math here.
Should be screaming, yo. But of course, it's 9 o'clock at night, and I didn't want to piss the neighbors off, so I didn't crank it. And it's running through Bluetooth off of YouTube because I guess the antenna's fucked up too because I couldn't even get a radio station in. So I don't know. Maybe it's because it's running through the Bluetooth.
That could be because Bluetooth is wireless. So it's that I don't know. That's very possible. But
point is, I finally have a fucking radio, so I'm glad. I'm just pissed that it's not as fucking loud as it should be. See, because I have these neighbors that like to play music all summer long as loud as they can fucking play it. So I was like,
so you're getting revenge.
Right, wait till I get my 1,000-watt amp hooked up, motherfucker.
All right. Well, then you need a subwoofer that if you're seeking revenge.
You need to win the lottery and have some.
Well, this is like a war of the speakers.
That's right, man. I need some fucking Rockford Fosgate ass shit, or whatever rich people buy.
You want to make that.
Because I doubt Dr. Dre's got a Rockford Fosgate in his fucking car. He's probably got whatever the fuck's a lot better than Rockford Fosgate.
I wonder why not.
See, I knew this kid in fucking Marine Corps. He bought a Rockford Fosgate fucking system for his pickup truck. Here's the fucking weird ass. He was from Texas, had a pickup truck, but instead of jacking it up, he had the fucker lowered. And then he had a Rockford Fosgate system. And then what did dumbass do? He put the Rockford Fosgate sticker right across the back window, so everybody knows he had a Rockford Fosgate system. And then one day he got up, his back window was busted out, and his fucking Rockford Fosgate system was gone. Nothing like advertising. Yes, $1,000 in the back seat. Hook it up.
Yeah, it's kind of like pimp your ride cars that get busted into after they get taken back from the show.
Speaking of cool, man, they had the trick your truck shit. I actually seen 2 of the trick your trucks. I seen the one they did with the Navy, remember where they put the explosive on the back? They cut a 55-gallon drum in half and painted it up to look like it was a underwater explosive on the back. And then it was an Air Force guy, and I seen that one, and I seen the one where what was it called? something about a theater. They made the big theater in the guy's truck. They put the popcorn machine in there, had the big screen TV, had it all set up. I seen that one going down through Atlanta one day, and I seen the other one somewhere else. But I seen two of the trick your truck ones.
I thought of a possible problem. You're running the same battery as everything else the car is running off of, right?
Yeah.
Had you thought about running all that equipment to a separate battery?
No, because the battery only power. Dude, my vehicle is old. It
Right.
literally doesn't power anything. The lights, the turn signals.
Well,
that's
no,
it.
that stuff draws more amperage though in older vehicles.
There's no ABS. There's nothing, dude. No power windows, no power locks, none of that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, the older mechanical stuff draws a lot more current. So, just a thought, might be something worth looking into.
What? I'm sorry, I missed the bedtime clown. What about air compressor and a triple? Nah, you don't have to do that because they make the electric train horn. Doesn't sound as cool, but I mean, if you're gonna put one in a car, electric's the way to go. Then you don't have to worry about the fucking compressor and the fucking shit. I had a 5-trumpet horn on my fucking Western Star 4900. Now think about this shit looked like fucking S.A. Vato and shit, man. It was a Western Star 4900 if anybody wants to look it up, but they took the fairings out the back, had a 24-inch tall, top to bottom, 24-inch fucking bumper on the front, had 8-inch straight pipe stacks on the motherfucker, had one of them big old butterfly looking sun visors, chrome sun visors on the front. I mean, it had the twin turbo fucking Cat C15. I think it was a C15, but it's not really a twin turbo. It's actually a compound turbo, but everybody calls it a twin turbo. But that was a big old bastard. And then the fucker had I didn't do any of that shit. I got it after the fact, and the dude put a 5-trumpet train horn on that motherfucker. Kind of funny because one day I was trying to get over and some dickhead, and traffic was stopped up ahead and I didn't see it. I was trying to get over the right lane. Some dickhead boxed me out. So right about the time he got up beside me, I slammed on that fucking train horn. Wah! And then traffic stopped, and now I'm sitting right next to him. Yeah, that's right, bitch. I hit that shit in a tunnel in West Virginia. It's at the West Virginia line up 77. When I was going down through the fucking tunnel, and there was some oversized house hauling motherfuckers, and he's like, or it was actually an escort. He said, "Man, that Western Star sounds good." So I'm like, "Oh yeah," and I hit the fucking train horn. Fuck, good times.
Where it all lies. I got a question for you off subject. Did you know Nomad? Does that ring a bell?
What?
Nomad, the YouTube channel name Nomad.
You mean the guy that died or a different guy?
The guy that died, yeah. Did you know him?
No, didn't know anything about him until he died and people were talking shit about him.
Yeah, pretty much. No, he was there was a video that King 9 played on his channel once. Well, it was actually last night, and I found the original video. So I don't know that his channel is still out there or not, but still looking for it. Just curious if you knew him or not. But yeah, he's been gone a while. So unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I in all reality, I do think the guy died from a heroin overdose, but
sounds about right, yeah.
I guess he had a drug problem he was trying to deal with and didn't deal with it. It dealt with him, I guess. That's about as much as I know.
He was, I don't know if he was.
I remember his sister got on there doing a live stream. She was like in tears, trying to thank everybody who supported him. And then, of course, you had all the fuck trolls in there talking their shit while she's sitting there. Yeah, it was kind of, I didn't know the guy, but that whole thing kind of pissed me off because she's just sitting there, just lost her brother.
Yep.
She's on his channel trying to, you know, just thank everybody for, you know, their emails and condolences and all that shit. And then you got a stack pile of fucking trolls in there. Oh, he was a worthless bastard. He was just a drug addict piece of shit. Blah, 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 blah. You know, low life ass motherfuckers.
That's what they do. Yeah, there was another guy that was big. I knew DPN, but he died of diabetes complications a couple years ago. That was just sort of like product news in Chicago. And then there was some other dude.
I'm glad you said that because I'm sitting here thinking double penetration nation.
No. You're not. No.
Hi, emo.
What's up, dude?
Nah, he wasn't a pill popper. He was just into heroin. Oh,
Right.
here's the thing I didn't say the other night about Hitler.
Heroin
Because
This sounds good.
all week I was listening to World War II documentaries while I was driving. Because I really, you know, they don't give you much in high school except, okay, here's what happened, you know, the nutshell. Like I said, I didn't realize that many Jews were killed during, because they don't really tell you that in high school. But what we were told is that Hitler supposedly had some mental illness. But what turns out to be supposedly the truth is he was a meth addict. He was on meth and heroin and coke.
Well, I mean,
Were they making meth in those days?
Yeah, it was actually it was a methamphetamine. It wasn't the same, I don't think, as today. Actually, it was in pill form back then. It was called Viaprin or Caprian or some shit like that. I can't remember now, but I'm just like, holy shit! Like they were talking to these people. He knew that he was friends with this doctor. This doctor created. In fact, most of his troops were on that shit too, which is why they were, you know, so gung ho to get killed. Yeah, it was interesting that I'm like, fuck, you don't hear that shit in history class that Hitler was actually a drug addict. He wasn't just insane. He wasn't even insane. He was just a drug addict.
so was Jim Jones. Just saying.
He was a drug addict.
Saying.
Oh yes, big time. Yeah, he was messed up when they did when the bad thing happened on that one day.
On that one day.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he was a
What's
zealot.
that?
He was a zealot, but
Yeah.
What's that mean? Don't be using fancy words around here.
zealot is like a holy roller, somebody who's so wrapped up in their religion, they're just.
Do you mean a zealot with a Z?
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you said velvet with a V.
Oh no, I said zealot. That's why I thought it was kind of strange that you didn't know the word. I see. You just,
Well, I don't know a lot of shit. I just words pop into my head and I use them, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I hope I use that one right.
Well, there's a lot of speculation on that one, and if you're into the truth stuff at all, like that Jim Jones, the whole thing was like a CIA experiment gone horribly wrong. The reason that came about was because he had some sort of contact with a CIA field agent or something like that back at that time, and I'd have to go back and read up on it, honestly, but I do remember that. And then, of course, they call it the death recording tapes. He notes that CIA agent when that was going on too. So I think
check it out.
I don't know, but
Nah, bedtime. Check it out, man. I like seriously. I can't tell you. I've literally watched about 8 fucking World War II documents, and they were all 2-3 hours long. And yeah, they were talking about that shit. Like he turned to coke after. Like, I can't remember what it was.
Your audio's kind of clipping there, dude.
Yeah, you just cut right out now. Completely cut out.
Yeah, sorry, I'd left screen. Anyway, he had something happen to him, and he was doing okay because he was just taking like the lower dose shit, and then something happened where he needed a higher dosage, and that's when the doctor gave him the pill, and that's where it started fucking him up. I mean, like, not saying he was sane prior to that, but no, it's just funny because, you know, people, or the supposed history is Hitler had some kind of mental disorder, and then you're watching these documentaries where people actually knew, and they're like, no, motherfucker was on drugs. That's why at the end, he sent upwards of 40,000 troops to die, because in his mind was, if I'm going down, everybody's going down. So they were surrounded. That was actually when, General, that wasn't MacArthur. Who the fuck was it? The 101 was surrounded.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he died on my birthday.
I don't know why this keeps cutting out off this fucking screen. But. So anyway, there was a battle where the 101st were surrounded, and god dang, this general shit. Can't think of his name now. But they said, when can you be up there? And he said, I'll be there in 3 days. And they all laughed at him. He's like, no, I'll be there in 3 days. But anyway, so they were surrounded, and Hitler said, nope, everyone fights to the death. And this one of his generals or whatever said, fuck that, we got out. And he took 40 troops, and they fucking fled west. Otherwise, they'd all been killed. So Hitler was just like, fuck it. If I'm going down, we're all going down. He tried to get everybody killed at the end. Yeah, it was interesting shit. It's even more interesting if you can remember it and actually explain it the way it should be explained.
I don't know. Sounds like a story for In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy. What do you think?
No, it's just I got tired. No, never heard of it.
I didn't even hear what did you say? I didn't even hear you.
Oh, me? I said it sounds like a story that's good for In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy.
Oh.
That was in the 70s. Mr. Spock?
Well,
yeah.
Here's the thing. Bedtime. So Hitler was actually a corporal in World War I. And he was actually sent in by the government to infiltrate the Nazi Party or the Socialist Party or whatever they were called back in 1935. And instead of infiltrating and spying on them, he joined that, because I was watching these documentaries and they skipped right over to Hitler taking office, and I'm like, no, I want to know how the fuck he went from point A to point B. But so he was actually supposed to infiltrate that party and spy on them, and then he just ended up joining the fucking party. And then he was just fuck, what was the deal with him? See, I'd have to go back and re-listen to all that shit again, because he had a rough childhood or something or other, and then he fucking anyway, he was able to influence people somehow, and then he ended up becoming chancellor and so on and so forth.
A lot of dictators do, dude. Hitler himself was kind of like an outcast, right? And so he himself wanted to join the KGB, and of course, you don't get to join that; they recruit you. And he was told there's only X amount of ways to do it. So then he said, okay, right. He went to law school.
He was an introvert, or which is the one where you just want to be by yourself? Yeah,
no, there's no question. That's what he is.
They were saying when he was in World War I, he wouldn't even talk to people. He'd go paint, and then all of a sudden he would, like bipolar, he would be painting, and then he'd just start going the fuck off. And then I guess everybody made fun of him because his genitalia didn't completely grow out, or something. Yeah, that's a true story. They actually made fun of him when he was in the army prior to that, World War I, because he had disformed genitalia or some shit like that.
He had a chode.
So when I heard that, I'm like, oh, now it makes sense. Yeah, I get why you're pissed, dude. Kill everybody. That'll solve it.
Yeah, genocide's always always the cop out for, unfortunately, evil dictators like him. You got things like Putin going on over there in Russia and Ukraine, and you got the mess over there in Israel and the Palestinians. And, what's funny about all that, though, is the Ukrainians are actually, related to the Russians because they came from there. And the same thing with the Palestinians and the Israelis. They originally came from Israel and went there into Gaza to start their own, basically their own little country over there.
Interesting enough, the first place Hitler invaded was the Ukraine.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah.
Because I seem to think, if I remember right from the documentary, that there were a lot of Germans living in the Ukraine. See, don't quote me on anything because my memory is fucking suspect. I don't know. I was actually like, I have at least 8 more documentaries in my save to watch later list about World War II. It's like fucking I'll tell you what was funny though. I don't know how they did a hour and some odd long Iwo Jima documentary and didn't mention Sergeant Bastion at all.
Well, I got to Google fact check you because I didn't know this off the top of my head. I should have. It's been a few years. Germany first invaded Poland on 1 September of 1939. I didn't know.
Oh, so you're saying they invaded Poland first?
I guess though that's a Google fact.
I think that's according to the documentary. I think that's wrong.
I'm looking at the Holocaust Encyclopedia from it off of Google.
Yeah, you said 39, but I think they
it's
actually
not Wikipedia.
invaded
No, it's not.
The Ukraine in 36, 37. Because he actually invaded a couple different places before anybody even looked at him.
No, wait, that I don't know. That's a good question. I'm going to go back and look at that because this is the. Let me just read this tidbit. It just says German troops invaded Poland on September 1, 1939, triggering World War II. So whether they invaded other countries part of that, you're probably right on that one.
No, he did. That's actually what triggered it because he invaded the Ukraine first, I believe. And,
because this
somewhere else. And then he was threatened by England and France. If you invade so-and-so, we're going to get involved. And then he invaded so-and-so and they didn't get involved. And see, he actually had to see, if he wouldn't have been on drugs, he would have taken over the entire he would have taken over Europe because he had a chance to wipe out a shit ton of people. And he let them go. Like he ran them right up to the fucking channel and they were sitting ducks and he stopped the assault. Like he could have wiped them out right there. And the documentary said if he would have just done this, this, and this instead of doing his fucked up drug-induced bullshit, he would have controlled Europe. He would have absolutely controlled Europe. But he was just like fucking Stalin. Stalin wouldn't listen. Stalin didn't listen when his advisors kept saying Germany's gonna attack, because they had signed an agreement that they wouldn't attack each other. But Hitler always intended to attack Russia, but Stalin wouldn't listen. So by the time that shit happened, they started getting attacked. And see, if Hitler would have just went straight to fucking Berlin instead of splitting his forces to Luxembourg and Berlin, he would have taken Berlin. He would have taken Russia. He would have had Russia at that point. But no, he didn't do that. He split his fucking forces. Yeah, it was all interesting shit because Russia actually attacked Finland as a precursor. Like they wanted to attack Finland just so they could control Finland so Hitler couldn't attack them through Finland. But the Finns kicked the shit right out of Russia. I mean, they kicked the fuck out of them. But Russia took that experience and that was what held them. They gave them the ability to stand up against Hitler during the wintertime because they learned from the Finns how to fight in the wintertime. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, all interesting shit. In fact, Iwo Jima, I didn't even realize Iwo Jima was such a motherfucker because I watched the series The Pacific and Pele Lou was the one that was just madness. I mean, complete madness, but fucking Iwo Jima, Jesus. If nobody's ever watched the Iwo Jima documentary, holy shit. They thought they were going to conquer Iwo Jima in like 7 days or 10 days or something. And in a week, they hadn't made it 500 yards because the Japanese had tunnels all over the island. They had everything dug in. They bombed the shit out of that island for 19 fucking hours and didn't do one damn thing to fuck up the Japanese. So when they hit the fucking beaches, yeah, it was fucking hell. I mean, just hell from day one till the end.
Well, I mean, it took us a while to enter World War II. You're talking about 2 years later, over 2 years later, after they invaded Poland, before we started going over there and getting ourselves involved in the whole thing. So it shows that, even though we're like the biggest global power.
Yeah. I didn't mean Berlin, dude. You know what I meant.
Yeah, no, I know what you meant. But I'm just
I didn't
saying
mean Berlin.
we tend to enter
Moscow is what I meant.
Oh, okay. So no, we tend to enter global warfare much later in the game, right?
No, we tend to need a reason to, and they gave it.
Well, there was a reason before it. We knew what was going on. We were just waiting for it to unfold more, I think, don't you?
No, the people didn't, dude. 80% of the country wanted nothing to do with World War II until Pearl Harbor. But unbeknownst to them, the government was aiding the Chinese with money and ammunition. Our government was already involved in World War II. They were just looking for a fucking reason. And here's what pisses me off. I watched a video where the Japanese had radar. They knew, I believe it was the Japanese, they already knew the planes were coming because they had radar at that point. So why didn't we? And here's the other thing. There's a world war going on and you keep 19 ships docked. You don't even put anybody on fucking watch, nothing. No, the government let that happen, just like 9/11. Just like every war we've ever been involved in, the government let events happen to get us into it.
Well, no, I'm saying is, so like, let's zipping along to the Soviet war with the not the Afghanis, but the Taliban, right? We started arming the Taliban to fight off the Soviets. Remember in that 10-year war?
All right, say that again.
So when we zipping along to like the 80s and around 90s, when we were fighting the Soviets, we started arming the Taliban in Afghanistan to fight off the Soviets. Remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, absolutely. We trained them.
Right. So then, zipping along to post 9/11, we were getting attacked by our own weaponry and, of course, the training they already had from us. Right? Is that fair to say?
And rightly so, because we have no business in the motherfucking Middle East, in my opinion. None.
No, I didn't.
Those people have been countries. Those people have been countries a fuck ton of a lot longer than we have. You know what I mean? They've been fighting each other for thousands of fucking years, and we're just going to show up.
Yeah,
and
that's the
fix
Shiites
that
and
shit.
Sunnis, right?
Motherfucker, please.
But
anyway, sorry, Queen. We kind of took over your stream. We derailed your stream with World War II.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of men around, so that's fine.
There's a lot of what?
Men.
Oh.
Men?
Well, I was actually talking about something I thought I knew something about, but I can't remember. I was fresh in my mind, and now I'm like, fuck, can't remember.
Well, the first woman completed Army Ranger training last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, Demi Moore. I saw the movie.
Yeah, that's it. Demi Moore.
Wasn't that called Jane?
G.I. Jane.
G.I. Jane?
You're talking about G.I. Jane. Right. No, I'm talking about in real life. So.
Oh, so 25 years later, somebody actually did?
Yep, that's right. Yeah. I could look up her name. No, she did it.
Jesse? Raphael?
No.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm wrong. There was Kate Welder.
Wait a minute. Clip that. Abe admitted he was fucking wrong.
No, I'm Googling it. So this is New York Times. Says that the first woman graduated from Special Forces training on August 21st of 1980.
Whoa.
So yeah, there you go.
There is that.
There is that. I wonder if they let her go on any like secret missions or anything though.
I don't know why they.
Okay, you know what? I disagree with that. Nothing against women, but no fucking way they should be in that kind of situation where they could be taken prisoner and raped and God knows what else. And mutilated, all that shit's bad enough. Men have to go through that shit, let alone.
Well, I mean, a lot of other countries draft women into the military, or just like countries that just require conscription in general without a warfare. So I don't know, there's a lot of mixed feelings
Well,
on
like
that
over
one,
here, what happened over here was, General Motors started making war stuff. Ford started making war stuff. But since they needed, 18, 20-year-old men, they were out of the factory. So women went into the factories. Women made the Jeeps, made the shit. They contributed that way, in a way that wasn't going to put them in, harm's way, so to speak.
Rosie the Riveter.
Yeah, which was a made-up person, but there actually was a woman named Rosie who was a riveter, but they didn't actually base it off her. That was a coincidence.
Yeah.
Well, here's another tidbit of information. It says, this is from warontherocks.com. Says the lifting of combat exclusion policy on January of 2013 opened the ranks of the U.S. Army Special Forces, the Green Berets, and all that to female soldiers. But I think it was it a couple years later when the first female soldier actually completed it and graduated it. I think it was 2016 or something.
I don't know. I didn't watch those documentaries.
No, this is just something on the internet. It's not a documentary. But yeah,
anyway, I don't know. I brought it up because it was interesting. It's it's stuff you didn't learn in high school. They really just go, here's World War II. Germany started the war. We ended the war, and we actually did not end the war with the atom bomb. That is not why Japan dropped out of the war. They dropped out of the war because they invaded Russia. They had already invaded Russia prior to that, and Hitler was supposed to back them up, but they invaded Russia, and they started getting their asses kicked, and that's when they dropped out. Now, presumably, the atom bomb had a little bit to do with it, but they didn't stop after Nagasaki. They're still in the war after Nagasaki. They were invading Russia. Yeah, I mean, that was that's some fucked up shit too, because originally they invade, what is that, Manchuria? What is that down there? Manchuria? Anyway, and
I don't know.
China, that would be China, but yeah, that's what I meant, the Chinese. But the Chinese general blew up the dikes and completely flooded a shit ton of area and killed a fucking shit ton of people. 12 cities were completely underwater and shit just to stop the fucking attack from the fucking Japanese. Yeah, it was interesting because afterwards, the Japanese, whatever they're called, prime minister, whatever they call themselves, apologized to the Chinese for invading them. And the guy said, no, thank you, because we wouldn't have the Red Party if you hadn't done it, or whatever they fucking call it. I thought that was kind of funny. Well, funny and sad, because had they not done it, we wouldn't have the...
Good night, bedtime. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, bedtime. And that was actually, I thought you left, but I was talking about Moscow, not Berlin.
Well, the problem you got going on now, though, dude, is we know that right now, as it stands, Russia has more atomic and hydrogen bombs than we do.
Awesome.
And the fact that they have the hydrogen bomb itself, which is 500 zillion times stronger than the atomic bomb, is a little bit scary, you might say.
Well, I don't know. I'm not worried about Russia, because they know if there's anybody they don't want to piss off, it's us. Right? They can walk all over Europe like nothing. I mean, like nothing. But China and us, they don't want to piss off. I mean, not to toot anybody's horn, but probably Russia, China, and us are the only ones to really be fucking reckoned with. Everyone else would pretty much just get their asses fucking handed, unless they went full on nuclear. But
well,
okay
that happens. Say goodbye. Good night, sweet prince. No more YouTube. Trolls, not a problem anymore. They're gone. They got vaporized.
Vaporized. I don't know. Anyway, it was just interesting. You know, it was more interesting than I just got tired of going to people's live streams and hearing the same old shit and people fucking talking about shit and pissed off at somebody. See, you know, saying vile shit about people just because, oh, they lied about something. Oh, no. You know, I just got sick of that. And I'm like, fuck that. And I don't know why World War II popped into my head and Hitler, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch some Hitler shit. Which probably put me on a fucking watch list, but like, no, I was just like, I have to, damn it, there's $5 in the like jug.
I think the watch list got up and ran away once it saw YouTube. That's my theory.
There's got to be something else better to listen to on here. So, like I said, I spent a whole
You don't
week.
like listening to people attacking me? Come on, dude. It's fun, isn't it?
No, not at all. That's why I was like, damn it, there's another $1. That's why I thought, but I should listen to some World War II shit.
Well, I actually follow quite a bit of podcasters that actually talk about topics like this, all kinds of stuff. So I spend the blunt of my time on YouTube actually doing that and not people that just want to talk shit about me.
I find that hard to believe.
Actually, it's more rewarding.
But I still find that hard to believe.
Well, I sent you some of the links. Well, a couple of them. Anyway.
Yeah, but you send me links. I'm like, no, it's just more bullshit. I don't want to listen to.
Well, no, they're not. I've sent you some podcasts that you might be interested in. Maybe not, but
yeah. And I go there, and guess who's there? The same people from around here. So
a couple of them, yeah, you'll find them there. But some of these other ones I'm in, they're not in there at all. I found different communities entirely that are very friendly people. Completely opposite of what you're probably
really?
accustomed
they give you
to.
A reach around?
Do what?
The reach around kind of friendly?
No, not quite that friendly.
Oh, okay, so semi-friendly.
Right. So, right, they're just people that they don't want to see your entire resume and run a background check on you just to talk in the chat. Those kind of people. They're a little bit more trusting, in other words, as I'm trying to drive at. They're a little more trustworthy.
Okay, the most fascinating information that I learned about World War II is 50 million people died. That's civilians and armed forces. 50 million people died in World War II, and 36 million were Russians. They literally had 60-some% of the death toll.
Well, we were an ally of Russia back then, so, you know. We don't told Patton that because Patton couldn't stand him, but
yeah, but I mean, put that into perspective. Put that in perspective because they weren't bombed. Like there was no atom bomb that hit Russia. There was none of that shit. So you look at Nagasaki and Hiroshima, how many people died in that, and then you still consider Russia was never actually bombed at that kind of level, and they still lost 36 million people. Crazy.
Well, no, wait. I think we have to. Let me find a more credible.
According
source.
to the YouTube documentary, according to the
no. I'm not. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little bit of a fact check. I don't like to use Wikipedia because Wikipedia is not a credible source. So it isn't.
Don't make me watch 8 more freaking documentaries to find where that was.
Well, you're going to have to. I think the cat. No, you're in the right ballpark, but you have to. It's the Soviets, like the Soviet Union. It wasn't just Russia, right? Yeah. So it's like you're in the right ballpark there, but it says 27 million Soviets lost their lives, which means numerous countries, right? They were in the Soviet Union. I would agree with you, though. Russia would be the blunt of it because that's the biggest.
Yeah, which is crazy. Because if it's 50 million, they're still over 50%.
When did they enter World War II? Did they get into it before? Didn't they get into it before we did, or no? You're the expert here. Come on, WizKid.
No, they didn't, because Hitler actually signed they had an agreement that they wouldn't attack each other and they'd stay out of it. So when Hitler was doing his thing, Russia was just staying out of it. They didn't get involved until Hitler fucking decided he wanted Russia. If I remember correctly.
Well, okay, that's Wikipedia again, but I don't use them. No, it says no, you're right. You're actually right on that one. It says the Soviets entered the World War II.
It was called Barassa. It was the attack on Moscow. I think it was called Barassa or something like that. Anyway, so Queen, what's going on in your world?
Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
All right. Don't forget the shower cap.
I was going to say something else like shower curtains, but I'm going to be nice.
No, I was. What the fuck? Hang on.
No, see, in college, we were not allowed to use Wikipedia for obvious reasons. So in my personal life, I do not use Wikipedia because I've met all the Tuskegee Airmen, the last living ones, back in the year 2010, as I recall it. It was either 09 or 10.
Wait, that was the year we made contact, or was that 2001?
What do you mean?
Jesus, really?
Y2K?
Richard Dreyfuss, the aliens, Close Encounters.
Oh, the movie Contact? That was in like 1990.
No. Close Encounters of the First Kind.
Oh, that one. Okay. No, yeah, right. And Mystery Science Theater 3000, which that would have been like 30 years ago. But anyways, no, the Tuskegee Airmen are pretty cool dudes. The one tall guy I met, he was the one I met. He died only a couple of years after I met him, I think, and he was really cool.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
The Tuskegee Airmen.
Nope, never heard of it.
I was the Tuskegee Airmen. They're the black air aviation pilots in the war. World War II.
Is that what they call them? Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah,
because that was when they had full divisions that were all black people and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so they
also call them the Red Wings or something too. I saw that movie. They were called the Red Wings. They had red dots on their planes, so you could identify that they were black people or some stupid ass shit.
I don't know. I know they were part. Yeah, they were part of the. Shit. Yeah, I was going to say Air Force, but no, they were part of the Army Air Force.
Yeah, I watched that movie years ago. I can't remember what the fucking name of it was. It was called Red Wings or something like that.
Yeah. Nope, I got to meet every single one of them.
I can't remember everything, but it should be interesting enough. Some of the stuff I said where somebody else might be like, maybe I should watch me some World War II shit and see if he's right.
Well, I do believe if a Tuskegee Airman were to get on YouTube today, everybody would be demanding their receipts, wouldn't you think? Let me see your receipts. Give me your receipts. Come on, let me see your D214.
Where's the pictures of you next to your plane?
I believe that wholeheartedly.
I mean, I got pictures. Queen Wasp can verify I have pictures because I sent her some.
Did you really?
Yeah.
No, it's so. No, it's. If you've got if you've shown, well, you did. You showed your D214 in your video.
Well, it was actually sad because I found a picture of me when I was 18 in Okinawa with my shirt off. And then I looked at him.
There's a stud for you.
I wasn't as big as I thought I was back then. I mean, okay, let me put it this way. In 10th grade, I was the only motherfucker who could throw 245s on either side plus the bar is what? 135?
Something like that.
So wait, 90 plus the bar, 135. I was the only fucker in 10th grade who could push that twice. And yeah, I struggled like a motherfucker getting it up twice, but I was the only fucker in the entire school that could do it. And then they had this curling bar that had 140 pounds on it. I was the only motherfucker who could curl that twice. And yeah, it took me 3 minutes to get the motherfucker up the second time. See, because if we would have had Facebook and phones and shit back then, there would have been a video of it. I struggled like a motherfucker, but I'm the only cocksucker that could get that up twice. Oh, the dunce.
What? No camcorder? They had camp. You could.
Oh, so like back in high school, I started lifting weights in 6th grade. I mean, yeah, I was just, but.
And you knew back then you were destined for higher things like the Corps,
Yeah, but even
right?
then, okay, so I did all of that shit. And I went through high school lifting weights and all that, and that picture of me makes me look. It's like I don't look like I'm that strong. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know,
is she even around? Did she come back yet?
You know, I'm not even looking at the screen because I'm looking at the chat. It's not moving right now either.
Oh, is it
she's
moving?
Still there.
No.
Chat's not moving. No. Well, there's a new comment. Hang on.
Wait, what the fuck you talking about, Nemo? I see nothing wrong with
Wikipedia. It's fine. It's just that the information in there is not like scholarly authenticated.
It's questionable.
I found errors in there before and stuff.
Hey, hang on. I'll put that picture up as my avatar, motherfucker. Watch. What do you think I won't?
No, you do whatever you want.
Absolutely, I won't, because I don't look like a badass in that motherfucking thing. I mean, wait, are you here, Queen?
Yeah, I'm here now. Yes.
Yeah. So you can verify. I have pictures from me in the military. I sent you the one.
Yes, you did. You
Well, I
sent me
sent you more than one. I sent you the one with my shirt off.
Yeah.
And I wasn't all muscular and shit. And then the one of Norway when I was in Norway.
Yeah. You're muscular.
Yeah.
You have a different musculature.
You know what? Let me see if I can find that fucker and make it my avatar.
Well, you're taller, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 7'3", but don't tell anybody.
I'll try not to.
Some people have like a not huge muscle mass. Some people have compact muscles.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was kind of strong. Like I was saying, there was. I mean, whatever. I was in Arnold Schwarzenegger and shit back then. I had every Arnold Schwarzenegger article, magazine, posters, books, all that shit back then. I was into lifting weights. I started in 6th grade, and
yeah, but
like I said, I was stronger than a lot of people who were bigger than me, but I didn't look like it.
Right, you're built like built like Chris.
Well, it reminds me of the tug of war in boot camp. They tried to pull all of the bigger guys out of our platoon for the tug of war between 2nd Battalion or whoever it was. And I'm like raising my hand, and senior drill instructor's like, "You aren't tough." And I'm thinking, okay, I don't look as big as them other motherfuckers, but I was, into weights and shit. I could pull fucking weight. But whatever. We ended up getting our ass kicked, and I'm sure it's because they didn't pick me. Story of my life.
We did tug of war when I was growing up, but I don't think they do that anymore with kids because of all the
No, I'm talking about boot camp.
sprains and even the military. I don't know. Do they do tug of war in the military still?
Yeah, we had a tug of war and
boot camp. But I mean, do they? I don't know if they still do that or not, though. Do they?
I don't know what they did. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're on the air.
Yeah. The only thing what we used to have was called Hell Week, and it was the week before you graduated. It was called Hell Week, and it was pretty much fucking hell. But what they did was, after 9/11, or sometime, I think it was after 9/11, they changed it to the Crucible.
Well, I think they shortened boot camp and basic after 9/11, didn't they? They
didn't shorten it.
What?
They changed Hell Week to the Crucible.
Okay.
They added shit to it because my buddy's like, we must have fucking humped like 50 fucking miles. And I'm thinking, what? I mean, we did a lot of shit during Hell Week, but I'm sure it was upgraded once it was a wartime factor.
Yeah, I thought they
Here it comes. Everybody ready for this? All right, ladies.
Woo!
Get your rags ready.
I'm swooning already.
There's an inside joke for your
okay, so the history of this picture was I used to open my Budweisers with my forearm. You'd stick your forearm on it and you'd twist your arm fast enough, it would take the cap off, and then the cap would stick to your fucking arm. So the second picture was the cap sticking to my arm. Now we're talking about cameras now. We're not talking about phones. We're talking about cameras. So that was me at 18. Look at that with the farmer's tan and shit.
What? No digital cameras and not 10 to 2?
Wait a minute. Whoa, I just realized something. Mister, I don't like women with tattoos. You got one on your fucking shoulder.
I have two, but I'm a man.
And that means what? My balls are bigger than yours, baby.
No, women are like artistes. Women are portraits of beauty. Men, we're just slobs, you know.
Yeah,
but we're the alphas, so we can be slobs. Women shouldn't be tore all up like that.
Does tattoo make you a slob?
Which one is that? Is that the 8-ball one?
No, you're still got your picture up.
Yeah, no. Which tattoo is that? The pool rat?
The one on your left shoulder.
Yeah, that's the pool rat tattoo. Here's the fucking funny story behind the pool rat tattoo. The pool rat tattoo, the tattoo, the tattoo, the tattoo, the tattoo. There was no bear. There was no bear, Patriot. Come on. No, so funny story about the fact that I have a pool rat tattoo, 8-ball. That's the 8-ball tattoo. Is because we all snuck out when I was in medical platoon after Dick had landed on my fucking Achilles tendon and put me down for 3 weeks. We snuck out one weekend and we were all gonna go get tattoos. And I wanted the devil dog tattoo, but I was $40 short. And nobody would fucking loan me the $40. I'm like, come on, assholes. $40. I'll give it back. I'll give you $80 next week. Nobody would fucking loan it to me. So I got the pool rat tattoo instead. That was supposed to be a Marine Corps tattoo, but I was $40 fucking short.
Couldn't you wait?
Fuck no, wait. You know what? It worked out for the best too, because when we got to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, they needed people to donate blood, and you weren't allowed to donate blood if you had a tattoo in the last 6 months or 12. Yeah, right. So I'm like, oh, thank you. That's me. Here you go. I mean, I like the pool rat tattoo. Don't get me wrong. I did like that tattoo. It was one I wanted to get. Because if I could show the tattoo when I got it, the detail on it, I mean, the smoke coming off the cigarette was perfect. It was a pretty cool fucking tattoo.
Yeah, they're always good when you first get them, and then they kind of fade out.
Damn it. PD, put that shit up, because I don't remember any bear. Unless you're being metaphoric. Yeah. Nah, so that was me at 18. Go ahead and clip it. See how my head's cut off? That way they can't use it for fucking... Unless they use a cut off head video. But I mean, look, I don't look like I'm strong, but I was back then.
Yeah, you like I said, you have compact muscles. Chris has the same thing. He's compact. That's all.
Stupid cigarette. Did I have a fucking mustache?
Doesn't
no, we weren't allowed to have mustaches. That must be a shadow. One time I had, when I was in fucking Camp Fuji, mainland Japan, I'm like, fuck it, I'm growing a mustache. They put me on mess duty, which I didn't mind because I didn't have to deal with the unit I was with. So I'm like, fuck yeah. So I was on mess duty. So I went and worked the fucking mess hall. Then I'd go to the beer tent and get drunk every fucking night. What was the point of the story?
getting a mustache.
Okay, yeah. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna grow out a mustache. And then I grew it out, and the staff sergeant's like, hey, that's not regulation. You either go back to the barracks right now and either get it regulation or shave it off. So I literally went back, grabbed a pair of scissors, and just started cutting like I had no idea what I was doing. Chop, 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 chop. Then I got back, and staff sergeant says, oh, that's the best fucking mustache I've seen yet. And I'm like, that's because I just literally grabbed scissors and started chopping, had no idea what I was doing.
Hi, Bandit.
Of course, I felt like it looked like the Hitler mustache, because that's the Marine Corps mustache is actually, it has to stop at the edge of your lips, and it has to be below your nose and above your lip. So it's pretty much a fucking Hitler mustache. And then I couldn't do it. The second time I tried to trim it, it didn't work. And the other sergeant's like, nah, that ain't working. I'm like, all right. So I just ended up shaving it the fuck off.
I hate facial hair. Ugh.
I mean, I could say these people's names, but I'm not going to. Because, you know, there's a certain channel that says, don't be afraid of your information. Yeah, okay. Wait till you get what's coming to you, and then you'll understand why people are afraid of their fucking information.
No, come on.
And it's not so much, no, wait, it's not so much afraid of the information. It's just, you know, if people, like, if I started naming off people I served with in the military, some little group of fucking cocksuckers would find those people,
Try to
start fucking with them, right? So,
That never happens.
Fuck no.
But just
So I'll
be
say
aware.
Sergeant M,
Just
who was a fucking Irish fucker, and Sergeant fucking W, who was I think he was Amish or something. He was a fucked up motherfucker. Yeah.
Well, no, just be aware that all the stories that you've told today about everything you've done, we're going to demand receipts for every little nitty gritty detail.
Right, but be aware, I made up everything. That's not even a picture of me. That's a picture of my neighbor.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Then you've just been busted. You've been outed.
No, that's actually a picture of me. In fact, in my brand new barracks in Okinawa, Japan, God, I thought, wow, brand new barracks. Yeah, that sucked every Friday when we had to clean the motherfuckers. Field day, as they called it. We cleaned them rooms for 12 hours. They released us at noon to start cleaning. The captain wouldn't even show up till midnight because he wouldn't make it up the ladder well till midnight. And that was the best part. He didn't give a shit if it was first deck, second deck, third deck. We were on the fourth deck. He didn't give a fuck. He came up the damn ladder well with Q-tips. And he wouldn't even make it up there till midnight. By then, I'm drunk as shit, laying under my rack, pretending I'm cleaning, but I'm actually like trying to sleep. And until they walked in and be like, yeah, just cleaning. Like, you couldn't have dirt under your carpet. We're on the fourth fucking deck, and we had to lean outside the window to clean the outside of the window track, because if there was dirt on the outside of the window track, your fucking room didn't pass. Oh, I mean, what a motherfucker. And the best part was, that was Thursday night, not Friday. Because Friday, we would have a regimental or a battalion fucking run. And they weren't even going to inspect your room until noon that day. So what you had to do is get up in the morning, put on your PT gear, show up for either a battalion or a regimental run, get back to your room. You couldn't take a shower because you just spent fucking 12 hours cleaning the fuck out of the damn, head. So you couldn't do. You just had to drop your shit, stuff it. We used to lift up the thing in the ceiling and throw all our shit up there and then drop it back down. You couldn't even take a shower. You'd come back, and then you know what? After all that, they'd still get pissed and say your room's already clean enough. If they lifted up the carpet and ran their hand across the floor and any bit of dirt showed up, you failed. I mean, it was such a fucking nightmare. I mean, good God.
What was the penalty for failing?
And JP?
No liberty. No liberty.
Oh, okay. No, I was just curious. I don't know. So I don't...
No, then you got to do it again Saturday.
Yeah.
Or you got your ass dug, or you got your ass dug. Push-ups, up, down, leg lifts, up, down. Yeah, it was all just bullshit. It's just mind fuckery bullshit, because you couldn't have cleaned the shit any fucking better. You just couldn't. Like, you literally pulling your carpet up and cleaning the floor under the carpet, cleaning the underneath of the carpet, cleaning every little nook and cranny, the fucking lampshades. You know them lampshades with the V's in them? Yeah, you literally had to clean the lampshade with Q-tips, because if they ran a Q-tip down one of the little grooves in the lampshade and it came back dirty, you fucking failed. You couldn't have pictures on the wall unless they were in a frame. Yeah, I mean, just so much bullshit. That was the suck part of fucking Okinawa. But the difference between Okinawa and Camp Lejeune was, when we got back to Camp Lejeune, we had formations left and right all fucking damn day long. Formations just to show up and say the captain's not ready, come back in a half hour. Captain's not ready, come back in an hour. I mean, back and forth. So nothing gets done, right? So we're walking back and forth all day waiting for the captain in the formation. which never happened. And then at the end of the day, the captain comes out and he's pissed off because the vehicles aren't cleaned at the motor pool. Well, no shit. When were we supposed to do it? You didn't give us any time to do it, which I'm sure was part of the fuckery. But Okinawa, we had one formation a week, one, every Monday morning, just to make sure your ass wasn't, that everyone was accounted for and nobody was in Naha prison. That was it. One, unless somebody was getting promoted, or there was a battalion or a regimental function, we had one formation, just so they knew your ass was accounted for and you didn't go out off base over the weekend and end up in fucking Naha prison. That's it. So, like, I'm in a foreign country. We had a formation once a week. I go back to Camp Lejeune. We had 20. At least 20 a fucking week. Fucking, I mean.
I didn't know you were at Camp Lejeune. Now I can tell everybody I know somebody that was Camp Lejeune.
Yeah. The spoon.
Oh, that's right. Are you one of the ones who was exposed to that toxic water?
No, that was a few years ahead of me. What's up, Smokey?
I was headed that way. Yeah, I was like Camp Lejeune.
Right? Just fudge the numbers a little, it'll be fine, okay?
You know what? I'm sure I've made multiple women pass out with that, so I'm going to go ahead and change it. Who's that guy? Yeah, that was me, 18.
Oh,
With a farmer's stand. Oh no, fucking Okinawa had its ups and downs. We got paid the cost of living allowance, which I was actually, as a Lance Corporal in Okinawa, I was making sergeant pay because of the cost of living. It was awesome. But I didn't like the unit I was with. I was in a foreign fucking country. The field day shit sucked ass. But when I got back to the States, it's kind of fucking weird. It's kind of like driving truck, right? Going into Canada, no problem. The Canadians don't give you any shit at all. Coming back is when you have the problems. When you deal with the American custom motherfuckers, they're the assholes that want to crawl up your fucking ass. You're like, motherfucker, I'm an American. Like, I'm an American. I'm from fucking New York. Here's my, and they want to fuck with you. Just like Okinawa. All right, so we had a little bit of fuckery, but got back to Camp Lejeune, a shit ton of fuckery. Which like I said, I'm sure it was all mental fucking shit, just to, because it was peacetime shit. So you got to fuck with you just to keep, we just got to get you ready.
Wait, I thought that Camp Lejeune lawsuit went back to the 50s or 60s, didn't it?
Yeah. So it was like from the 50s to 89.
Okay. Oh, that cut off at like 89. The
other fact is you'd have to actually have cancer and have something wrong with it to get any kind of money, so it's a catch-22.
No, I thought it was just if you're exposed to it, though, wasn't it?
Right. No, so it's just like, well, if you were exposed to asbestos, call the fucking hotline. Well, my house has asbestos siding on the motherfucker, so yeah, I think I've been exposed to it, but guess what? I'm not going to get any money. Because there's nothing wrong. Well, other than I'm psychotic, there's nothing fucking wrong with me. I don't know if you can trace that back to asbestos.
Could be.
Not me. Asbestos fucking poisoning? Not me.
Heart attack.
I believe you qualify if you're exposed for 30 days or more.
Should I pull up the Norway pick?
Go ahead.
Let me see if I can find the Norway pick. That was a good pick.
Yeah.
Pick. Listen to me. I'm with the cool kids. I say pick.
So it was 1953 to 87.
Yeah, I remember 53. I was involved in the Tuscany Battle of something or other.
Whatever, what's his face was talking about before?
No, I was riding my bicycle and I took an RPG to the front reflector. I broke a nail. It was a whole fucking mess.
Oh, okay.
That was a Fraud at Wrangler joke. All right, so where's the fucking Norway picture? Or wait, do you want the one where I'm riding a bull? Anybody in the chat? Anybody in the chat? You want the one of me riding a bull, or you want the one of me in Norway?
Send the bull one to me.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can find that. Where the fuck is that? I have so many fucking pictures. It's unbelievable. Jesus, how far do I have to go back to find that shit?
If you want to look, I can tell you how to find the Norway one.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna see if I can find it in my pictures first.
Are you sure you want to show these to the world? Why don't you just send them in
I
private?
give a fuck, dude. All right. Oh, there's a Norway one. All right. So we want the bull. We want the Norway one. I'm gonna do the bull. Fuck it. Ta-da! There's me. Wait, that didn't work. What the fuck happened?
Oh, that's the bull. You're on the bull.
Strong like bull. Yeah, that's me. That's me on the back of a 2,000-pound bull.
Damn.
Yankee boy on the back of a bull.
With your cowboy hat.
And my fuck. No, that's not just a guy. It was a George Strait Stetson.
Oh,
motherfucker. And you know what makes that hat important?
What?
A supposed friend of mine went home on leave. I told him to buy me a cowboy hat, gave him the money. He bought me a George Strait Stetson, carried it back on the plane all the way back from the States back to fucking Okinawa. They weren't going to let him carry it on. He said, no, I'm carrying it on. So he carried it on, brought it all the way back from the States to fucking Okinawa to give it to me. And best part is, that same motherfucker, when I left, I was talking about it the other night, when I said I had a Budweiser box full of pictures, CDs, my plaque, and sake, and all that shit. That's the guy who was supposed to mail it to me and didn't. Here's the best part. That guy ended up being a fucking sheriff or a deputy sheriff in Northern California. So here he got out because he had some malfunction. Every time he ran, he broke out in hives or some shit. So he got out on a medical discharge. And this guy stole my shit. The same guy that actually spent the time to carry a fucking box. He didn't just carry the hat. He carried the box it came in all the way from California back to fucking Okinawa to give to me. And then I give him my box of shit to mail to me, and he fucking stole that shit. I could give you his fucking name, but I'm not gonna. Brandon is his first name, and he was a fucking sheriff deputy in Northern California. Worthless motherfucker. What, you know, the only thing that pisses me off about that box is there was a videotape in there of the party we had before I went to boot camp, and my grandfather was in that fucking video. That was the only fucking copy of that video of me and my grandfather, and he stole that shit. And then when I called him out, when I got back to the States and I called him, he's like, no, I sent it. I was like, you got a receipt? Because they're saying it wasn't sent. I'm talking to the post office. No, I don't have. Motherfucker stole my shit. And the only thing I was really pissed off about, two things, was my plaque, because I had a plaque for being in Okinawa, said Lance Corporal so-and-so, date. It had a little gold fucking plastic gold outline of Okinawa, you know, it said United States Marine Corps, blah, blah, blah. I had the unit number and shit. And that and the video of my grandfather, and the motherfucker stole that shit. I mean, I had some good pictures too, but you know what the fuck ever.
Yeah, but that sucks. That's some sentimental shit.
Maybe you'll get lucky to find them at a garage sale someday or a flea market. You never
maybe
know.
I'll get pissed off enough to drive out to North California and put a foot in somebody's ass.
That might work.
Right, like people think I lie when they think I say I have a list. No, I got a list, and that motherfucker's on it. It ain't just motherfuckers around here. I got a list, all right, and that motherfucker's on it. Stole my shit.
Well, he just borrowed it. He forgot to return it.
Yeah, he was a little bitch too. Anyway, he wanted out of the Marine Corps. He was glad he had, and it wasn't anything. It wasn't anything that, you know, it didn't hurt him. Like he just went running and he got bumps on himself, and they went away. Like, But yeah, he used that as an excuse to get the fuck out.
Not all of the world is brave.
No, that's actually a very accurate statement. I would second that.
I'm not even brave. Most of the time, I just...
Maybe not all the world recognizes their responsibilities and decides to do it.
Yeah, well, it just pisses me off because I'd like to have that plaque and I'd like to have that. It was a VHS tape, but I'd still like to fucking have it. I mean, I don't care about my pictures, yeah. The stupid bottle of sake, the 20 or 30 music discs I had, whatever. It's just pissing me off. It's pissed me off for years. I looked that guy up multiple times over the years. I followed his fucking ass. He was a member of the sheriff's department in Northern California for quite some time. Verifiable. In case anybody's...
No, we're gonna have to see a pile of magnitude of receipts on that.
No, you could research. If I gave you his name, you could look it up, and you'd know for a fact he was part of the sheriff's department. But I'm not giving you his fucking name.
Well, no. So
it would be nice to have a bunch of people call him up and say, "Hey, you stole fucking Nemesis's shit, thieving ass motherfucker." But they wouldn't. They'd call him up and say, "Yeah, Nemesis was talking shit about you, calling you a pussy and this, that, and the other damn thing, accusing you of stealing shit."
Well, he's not a real cop unless he shows a video of himself driving circles around the.
He's not a real cop unless he's actually been on television.
Well, you got to be on TV. You have to have been in a high-speed chase called a 1080. Let's see.
Allegedly.
You'd have to be authenticated by the drama community. That's another one right there, right? So yeah, once that's all done, then then they'll process the application for further YouTube investigations.
Just for the record,
that's how it works.
I almost fouled on that ride. Well, I actually did.
214 is still being processed.
Yeah, no, I actually did foul on that ride because the bull slid in the mud, and he slid down, and I went chest on his back, and I literally had my hand on his fucking side of his face trying to hold myself the fuck up. So I actually fouled that ride, but
do you got receipts for that?
Yeah, you got the picture.
No, see, that picture hasn't been processed.
No, wait, there actually was video, but here's the fucked up
rendering.
Part.
What's that?
I had that video in 1996. I had a video of all 5 of my bull rides. And it got recorded over with Forrest fucking Gump.
We need to see some. I need to see some receipts to authenticate that was a real bull in that picture.
Well,
Is there a local butcher shop I could go talk to somewhere about this thing?
And the reason I only rode 5 fucking bulls is because that was the ride. That bull was the bull I rode. And we were actually going, where were we? We were flying to 29 Palms. And I fucking got bucked off that motherfucker. And I landed on my tailbone. And I was fucked up for a little while. I'm like, yeah, I'm a Yankee. I'm going to eat this shit. I'm not going to ride it. All right, let me show the fucking, let me do the Norway one.
That's your story and you're sticking with it.
Yeah. No, nope. I rode 5 bulls because I was friends with fuckers from Texas and everywhere else, and they wanted to ride. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. And then, I got bucked off that motherfucker. Landed on my tailbone. My back was fucked up for a while. We got on the plane to fucking 29 Palms. I'm like, yep, no, I'm a Yankee. No, I'm a Yankee. Here we go. Here you go, motherfuckers. Here's me in fucking Norway. Not that you would know.
Is there a GPS ping we could use to validate that that picture was taken in Norway in 1996?
Because I literally had I still had the alien probe in my anus
Okay.
So all I have to do is get in contact with the aliens and get the code off the probe,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can verify that.
Okay. It's still
You're right,
rendering.
because it's rendering. Nope, I think I fucked it up. Hang on, I might have had too many. It wouldn't let me add it. All right, let me get rid of something. What do I get rid of?
Oh, you can only have up to 30 avatars, I believe, max. Yeah.
All right, I'll get rid of this one. All right, get rid of that one. Now I gotta go back through all that shit again. Ah, motherfucker. Maybe it'll render. I don't fucking know. Okay, I'm all the way at the bottom, so I gotta go way the fuck back up here. Chicka check, chicka check, chicka check. I can tell you who all those people are except for the one guy in the hat. Can't remember his fucking name. I know who the other three are, but I can't fucking remember his name. Now, the dude next to me was my best friend. Dude next to him was Joe. He was a Navajo. Still is, I assume, if he's alive. The other dude
as long
was
as
from
we get all
Arkansas.
their names, middle names,
Yeah.
date of birth.
Hang on, I have their mother's maiden on top.
That's fine too. We also need some socials on those guys.
Yeah. That was in a bar in fucking Norway. That was me in the blue shirt, in case you can't tell.
I'm on my phone. Okay, yep, I can see. I know which one you are.
That's me.
Yeah, you're next to the dude in the
flannel, but I don't.
Plaid.
Fuck,
Yeah.
he's the guy. I can't remember his
plaid
fucking
guy.
name. It started with an R, but I can't remember what the fuck his name was. Anyway, my phone's dying as fuck. So
Oh no.
yeah, I don't know. I might.
That means it's time for you to go live in 5 minutes with 1% battery life, right?
Nah, not really.
No,
I'm not going live anymore.
you're not.
No.
Oh well, it's so much fun.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Not so much.
No. All right, I get you.
Hang on. What emo? Did he keep it or throw it out? Throw it out.
I don't.
Yeah, nah. You about twice the size of me, Patriot. We met.
He was.
Real
Yeah.
life. I don't know if he kept my shit. He probably did. Because here's the fucked up part. This dude drowned when I was over in Okinawa. He showed up. He was there about a month or so. Funny dude. I'd give you his name, but I'm not going to. You could open your door at any point in time and just hear him yelling down the hall. Oh, so you're a pole smoker, huh? Because like I said the other night, all we did was fuck with each other in the Marine Corps. That's it. And 98.3% of the jokes were gay jokes. You're a homo, you're a pole smoker, you're this, you're that. It was all gay jokes, fucking shit.
Oh,
Was this by chance the era of "Don't Ask, Don't Tell"?
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, it was. But it didn't matter. None of us really gave a shit. Everybody was just every joke against somebody was a gay joke. Didn't matter. It was just fucking. That's what we did.
There's just
fucked
no
with
way
each
that could
other
have happened in
for
the
4
'90s.
fucking years, you know. It's like what the fuck ever.
Oh.
Well, it's funny because I listen to Stone Vet, and he has the same stories, and he was obvious. Well, he actually went in '93, so he went in a year after me. So yeah, he grew up. He grew up through the Corps and the same shit. So yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. That's people want to say, oh, he's just a drunk Marine. That's all we did, motherfuckers, is drink. Jesus Christ, that's all we did. Well, those of us who drank.
Well, I'm just glad to hear there's no addicts on YouTube or any of that.
There was a handful of people who were like devout Christians and shit. They didn't drink and they didn't do anything like that. But as a better majority, we were all fucking drunk every goddamn night. That's what the fuck we did. Especially field day night. Fuck yeah, drunk as fuck. Looking back at it, I can laugh at it, but
sounds like a party.
The box, dude. I still don't know what he was talking about. Oh, the box. Yeah, he kept it. Obviously, he kept it. Oh, that was the point I was gonna make. So the dude that was there, he actually drowned. Like we all got drunk one night, and we were all gonna go snorkeling the next day. Well, they all got up, and I was laying in the rack, and they were beating on my door. Come on, we're going. And I just ignored them. Like, fuck that. I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. Then in the back of my head, I could hear my mother saying, don't go out in the ocean in Okinawa because their undertow is worse than ours and it kills people, you know? And so I didn't. I ignored them. They went 1, 2, 3, 4 of them went. 4 of them went snorkeling, and dude didn't come back. He got swept the fuck out with the undertow and fucking drowned. Now, he was friends with the guy who stole my box. So when they went out the next day to search, like nobody went out to search for the guy in real time. Of course not. But when they went out to search the next day, they found his body, and he went with them, and they pulled him out of the boat, and blood got on his shoes. And I said, what the fuck happened to your shoes, dude? Is that blood? And he goes, yeah. No, it was when I saved them because it's when me and my grandfather went fishing one time. Like, just a guy full of shit, right? But no, it was actually that dude's blood. So he was one of those like sentimental, want to hang on to shit motherfuckers, but at the same time, stole my shit.
Then later became a sheriff's deputy.
Yeah, absolutely. Followed in the footsteps of his dad or his grandfather. I can't remember which one.
So he's
funny. Wait, here's the best part. He couldn't stay in the Marine Corps because every time he ran 3+ miles, he got hives. But he could join the fucking sheriff's department. Right?
Well, so he's took a job to protect people's stuff
without having to be physically able enough to fucking do it.
Well, no, what I was driving is he took a job to protect people's stuff after he got done stealing people's stuff.
Right. That's the irony.
Come on up.
Catching that, Abe.
No, I know. There are bad cops out there, unfortunately.
Here's me on a bowl. Back to the bowl.
Well, we haven't validated that bull's real yet.
And so then we're still rendering. Back to the fuck Democrats.
Watch the video.
Burn Vision.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, dude, I could tell fucking stories for a month straight about the Marine Corps. Like, I can't remember the ship I was on, and I can't remember if they called it Eastern Star or whatever the fuck else, but yeah, I could tell fucking stories.
Oh my God, I've been on for 2.5 hours almost.
And 96.4852% of them are going to be involving alcohol. So,
no, come on now.
Yeah,
what? I'm listening. What?
Stories involving alcohol in the Marines? No,
not at all.
Wouldn't be prudent.
That's what used to piss me off. Oh, you're just a drunk ass Marine. You're just a fake ass Marine. You're just a bam. Fuck you.
Well, remember, although they're exempt. Remember, they don't have to show any receipts for anything that they
There's
said
the point,
they've
Abe.
done,
I got over yelling and screaming at people. It did take me a while. I'm gonna admit, it took me a fucking while.
Well, true, but I come from a little bit different scenario than you do. Similar, very similar, but yeah, same type of trolls, but a little bit different circumstances. As I'm driving at.
Oh, like I said a weekend or two ago, I get it. People are shitting on your service. It pisses you off. People shit on my service. It pissed me off. And instead of listening to Jeff, PDF back then, all those people say, just ignore that shit, dude. Don't even pay no attention. Yeah, I tried to, but people are shitting on my service. And you know what? That's the only fucking life accomplishment I have. I'm a United States Marine, and not a whole lot of motherfuckers can say that. And you're going to shit on that motherfucker? Really? You're going to shit on that motherfucker? So yeah, it pissed me off, but yeah, I finally got over it. I'm like, whatever. Only a piece of shit's gonna say stuff like that anyway, so why bother?
Yeah. No, for me, it's not just the ones that are doing that to me on their channels. It's when they follow me around in different chats and they start, dogpiling and stuff like that.
I like the bull. Strong like bull.
Well, the bull is still rendering. We haven't verified that's a real bull yet. That could have been one of those little quarter machine things where you put the quarter in,
I'm
and all
sure
that
they
motor.
Killed it and ate it by then. Yeah, really? Can you see the background?
Yeah, we see the background, but we're still pending on that receipt.
That's actually the name of the fucking place. It was outside of Camp
I'll give you this. It does look like a rather old picture. But
oh yeah, that was actually camera shit, not like phone shit.
Oh yeah, Polaroid stuff. Right.
Yeah, right. Where you buy the 440 speed if you were gonna take motion, or the 110 fucking speed if it was just a regular pic. Yeah. Back then, the little snap it and slide it, snap and slide shit. Yeah.
Getcha.
That was actually a video recorder that had the 5 fucking rides I did, but that got recorded over with Forrest fucking Gump. So,
what did you do that for?
I didn't do it. I can tell you who did, but I'm not gonna. It still pisses me off, but it doesn't matter. I remember it. I only rode one bull for 8 seconds, and that's because the fucker jumped out, hopped a couple times, stopped, went like reared back to bite my foot, didn't move. The buzzer went off, and me not being a bull rider, I forgot to unwrap the dolly, and I tried to jump off. I was trying to like look cool and jump off, but I forgot to unwrap my hand. So when I jumped off, I got hung up on the side of it. Yeah, it was a fucking it was a fucking joke.
Yeah, but you lasted for that long, so there you go.
There you go. I lasted 8 seconds. Jesus, if I could only figure out how to do that in a sack.
There you go.
No, the big bull they had there was called Seminole. There was only 2 fuckers. There was only just this 16-year-old kid could ride it, and he was all dressed up, had the chest protector and all that shit because Lane Frost got killed, so they brought the chest protector in. They made you sign a waiver. If you weren't at that place, you couldn't ride the bull unless you sold a fucking signed a waiver saying it wasn't their fault if you got killed, right? So, and my buddy from Texas, he rode that fucker, but it ran him up against the fucking fence, and his boot got caught in the fence, and it twisted his ankle back and snapped his fucking ankle.
Oh shit!
He busted his ankle, and then they fouled him out. And he's like, "What the fuck?" And then we rewatched the tape, and we said, "Yeah, you fouled out." But there was only him and the other kid, the only 2 people that could ride that motherfucker. I drew that bull on my 3rd fucking ride, and I said, "Nope." He said, "What do you mean, nope?" I said, "Dude, I'm not experienced enough to ride that fucker. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't ride bulls, so that one's going to kill me." And they actually said, "Okay, thanks for making us aware of that." And they switched it out to the one. And matter of fact, the weekend after I rode that bull that ran out and just jumped once or twice, they killed it and ate it. They're like, "Yeah, it's done."
It wasn't fierce enough.
Well, it was funny because I rode it out for the 8 seconds and it just stopped. It didn't start moving. And you can hear my friend from, he was from Wyoming. I can give you his name, but I'm not gonna. His first name was Shane. You can just hear him yell out, "You broke him!" Because he was a bareback rider. He wasn't a bull rider. He was a bareback rider. And that's the whole point, is to break the horse. You break it. So that's why the bull stopped fucking jumping. And he's like, "You broke him." Shane was a character. He was a bareback rider, but he was also a roper. He was the guy that did the rope tricks where they swirl the rope around you and you jump in and out of it and you fucking do this and that. Yeah. He was a fucking character. In fact, I knew him from Okinawa. Funny thing is, I met him in Okinawa and forgot about him. I don't remember what class we were in. I don't know if it was a Humvee course or some other shit. And then when I was in Lejeune, he was coming to Lejeune, and Sergeant comes up and he says, "Hey, this Shane guy's coming to the unit says he knows you. I'm like, Shane? He's like, yeah, he said he knew you in Okinawa. Because they wanted to know what I thought about the guy. And I'm like, Shane? Okinawa? And they gave me his last name. I'm like, what? What? Franklin? Oh, fuck yeah. He was the guy. Funny story. He actually knew the guy that stole my shit. And he was sitting behind the guy who stole my shit. He was also an artist. So what he did was he drew a picture of the back of the guy who stole my shit's head and pissed him off. He got mad because he drew this like character, a big head fucking person and all his hair, and it pissed him right off. So, and that's why I remembered him like, oh yeah, that dude. I said, yeah, he's a little bit odd, but he's okay. So he showed up at the unit. They're like, they gave him a break off of the fact that I said he was okay. And then we get out into the field, and he's out there like, who's the guy that does the thing in front of the orchestra, the maestro? He was maestroing to the trees being blown by the wind one day, and the sergeant walked up and said, yep, you're right. He's a little bit fucking weird. But funny story later, before cell phones were a big thing, he found a cell phone. We were out in the field, and it was Mother's Day. He had a cell phone. He found a cell phone somewhere. He's like, I got a cell phone, dude. I'm like, cool. Let me call my mom. It's Mother's Day. So I actually called my mother I actually had my feet dangling in a foxhole. It was full of fucking water, which probably, looking back at it, wasn't a good idea because God knows what was floating around in that motherfucker. But I actually got to call my mom on Mother's Day that day because he found a fucking cell phone. Oh, yeah, fucking funny shit. All kinds of funny shit.
That's a cool story.
It was a cool story. Now thinking back at it, I got to call my mom on Mother's Day.
It's not for another 2 months.
That had to be like 95, 96, because I don't even know when cell phones came out.
Cell phones came out in the 80s, but they were mostly owned by
No, we're not talking
people.
about the bag phones. We're not talking about
they had the big, huge monster, like the old cordless phones. They were huge,
like the sat phone looking shit.
Right.
But this was a flip phone. He actually had a fucking, I think it was a flip phone. So it had to be 95, 96. What the best part, the staff sergeant, we actually set up a quarter mile from the staff sergeant's house. And we were going to bed, and the staff sergeant said to the captain, hey, my house is like literally right over there. You can see it. He's like, can I go sleep with my wife tonight? And the captain said, no. Nope.
Wow. That's fucked up.
Captain, I can't remember his name. Yes, I can. Start with an R. I'll put it in the private chat. It's kind of funny. Because he's the one that left the week I decided to take my 4.5 day vacation. And then the new captain came in that Monday morning and had to give me office hours, and his name was private chat. Yeah. Which sucked because he showed up. It was his first day with the unit. He wanted to bust my ass. Literally, I didn't even know anybody gave two shits about me at that point. Because after they fucked me out of everything, I wasn't a shitbird, but I didn't put any extra effort in anything. I did the bare minimum. I pressed my camis. I did my shit. Whatever. I ran my PFT. Whatever. I wasn't putting any extra effort in because, you already fucked me out of everything you said I was going to get, so why bother? I'm going to do what I said I would do. I'll carry out my 4-year contract and then get the fuck out of here. But when he showed up that Monday morning, he had to give me office hours, and I walked in there, and he said, you know what? I wanted to fucking bury your ass because it's my first day here, and I need to look like, I'm strong, not weak. He said, every fucking staff NCO in this, what was it? Battery Every NCO and the staff NCO and NCO in this battery came in here and stood up for you. Which blew me out of the water because I thought everybody fucking hated me, right? So he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you 6 months reduced rank, 6 months reduced pay, 2 weeks barracks fucking restriction. Of course, the other two were based on 6 months. I can't remember what they called that. Okay, he was gonna reduce me in rank and pay, but only if I fucked up within the next 6 months. So I can't remember what they called that. So I was on probation for 6 months, and I had 2 weeks barrack fucking restriction, which, by the way, fucking sucked.
What is that?
That means I couldn't leave the barracks for 2 fucking weeks.
Okay, sorry. Just
Wouldn't that be an NJP?
Yeah, it was office hours. NGP, we called it office hours. I don't remember what the fucking code was.
Non-judicial punishment?
But, yeah.
Right?
Office hours. Yeah. Yeah, it was fucking. Like, I could have been busted, but I didn't get busted. Well, the joke was, see, I was a decent enough Marine that even after that 6 months, I got promoted to corporal 3 months later.
And then you got the heck out of the Marine Corps.
Yeah, and I tried to stay in. I did. I'm like, let me out. Let me out of artillery. I didn't sign up for it. Don't like it. Let me move to engineers, MPs, or air wing. And the S2 said, nope, field's closed. You can't get out of it. I said, what do you mean? Well, too many people are getting out of the field, so they close it. So you can't move because they need you there because everybody else, their EAS was up and they got the fuck out, right? So I'm like, God damn, dude, I signed up for fucking engineers. I got stuck in artillery. Let me go to engineers. Can't. Let me go to MPs. Can't. Let me go to the air wing. Can't. So he said, well, you can extend for a year and maybe something will open up. And I said, thanks, but no thanks. Shanks, but no shanks. No, like, fuck that. See, because if they would have let me move to the engineers, which is what I should have been in the first fucking place, I'd have stayed the fuck in, but they wouldn't let me do it. So
what you're saying is your recruiter wasn't exactly totally honest with you?
No, because see, I was supposed to be Lance Corporal out of boot camp because I had 2 referrals. So I'd have been a Lance out of boot camp. I would have picked up Corporal in 2. I would have picked up Sergeant before I got out. I'd have been a sergeant in 4 years. And then I'd probably stayed the fuck in. I'd been like, fuck, I'm a sergeant now. I might as well stay the fuck. No, but that didn't happen. Got fucked right out of it.
Well, I don't know. Everything you're describing is not how the Marine Corps would ever operate. So I don't know if I believe you or not.
Well, I believe me.
What?
Just ask the bull, motherfucker.
Well, it's still rendering.
It's not rendering. It's right up there.
It's a receipt that's rendering right now. See?
Right.
So, anyways.
No, I mean, shit went the way shit went. And I look at it later in my life, I look at it like this. If I would have gotten everything they said I would have gotten, I would have stayed the fuck in. Probably would have ended up in fucking Iraq or somewhere. I might be dead right now. So there is that.
There is that. That's definitely possible. I couldn't begin to argue that one with you now.
Okay, but then I look at that and I'm thinking, okay, so why am I alive? So I can take shit from twat bags on YouTube that get pissed off because you called them a name? Oh no. Or because they think you lied about something? Oh no. Motherfucker, please.
Because they never would do that. Just you. Right. Or me.
To that question.
Do what?
Said, I think you know the answer to that question.
Yeah, we both definitely do. Well, you do too, Queen Wasp. You've had your fair share.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Bedtime Clown's back. Yeah, no. Oh, am I behind on the chat? I don't know how to.
Yeah, the chat's not really moving at the moment.
No, it's not.
We lost him. He kicked himself out.
The wrong button.
No, somebody else must be live right now. I bet that's where everybody ran off to.
No. Oh, everybody else? No problem.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm good.
A lot of these guys talk on Discord.
Yeah, I tried to refresh the chat and kick myself out.
Didn't quite work for you. You banned yourself from the panel. So yeah, a lot of these
Yeah,
guys are Discord, and then when someone goes live that they all want to go over to, they
No,
all
and here's
jump
the
off,
thing,
and then
dude.
they
Here's
go
the
over.
thing, Abe. Since I'm
Same
not gonna
thing.
be around here much, because I really don't want to be. No offense, Queen. I'm just saying.
I get it.
You know what? For years, people used to say to me when Iraq and Afghanistan was going on, they'd say, "Oh, because I wear a Marine Corps haircut, I always have. I'm a ginger. What else is
You
gonna
still
look
do.
good? Right? Because I'm a ginger. What other haircut's gonna look good on me? Nothing. So I used to go to bars and people would say, "What are you, a cop?" They used to piss me off. Like, no, I'm not a cop. I'm a fucking Marine. Cops want to look like me. And they'd say, "Oh, thanks for your service." And I'd always say, "I didn't do shit." They say, "Well, you signed up. You know." I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't do shit." You know, and I say that because I didn't. I was in during peacetime. I didn't really do shit. But at the same time, with the dope rhyme that I spit, it pisses me off when somebody wants to claim that shit who didn't even do that shit, who wasn't even in peacetime, didn't spend 4 years, doesn't have to go to a bar and say, "Hey, thank you, but I didn't do anything."
Well, at least you actually did.
So, I mean, the point was,
it's
even
true.
though I didn't do anything, I'm a United States Marine, and motherfucker ain't a lot of motherfuckers that can say that.
There you go. That's where it's at.
So I didn't do shit, but I'm still a Marine, and a whole lot of other motherfuckers ain't.
Well, you mentioned fraud at Wrangler. He's been around a long time, and you know about his history. So,
Well, I don't know because I know what I've heard, but I'm gonna say if the paperwork says he's a fucking fraud, then he's a fucking fraud.
Yeah, they've already got his paperwork.
That's what I'm saying. If the paperwork says he's a fucking fraud, then he's a goddamn fraud.
Yeah, no.
Which is funny that he would call himself fraud.
Well, that's the reason. Yeah, that's because he likes to critique auditor and cop watcher videos and stuff, right?
Yeah, but only one. This Chris guy, who I don't even know who the fuck is that. Who's the guy he calls Chrissy and Tifaho? Who the fuck are they? Because I've never heard of them motherfuckers.
I don't know. I have to go back and take a look and see if I can find their
Dumbwaiter, something dumbwaiter. Tifaho, dumbwaiter. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to go back and take a look. He got it. The thing that landed him in the hot seat is he said he had 2 Purple Hearts and all that stuff.
Right, and 3 tours.
Right. And it turned out that he has 2. Well, it's the equivalency of an ELS discharge, but it's called an IET discharge.
Twice.
Yeah, because he didn't complete basic combat training.
Right. No, he didn't complete anything.
No, but he did go to basic. I mean,
he did, but he didn't complete. Twice he got to go and didn't complete it.
Right, and that's where his
story. It's funny because he sits there and talks like a tough guy, and I'm thinking, you know what, bitch? I went. Everybody thought I was a wuss, even in high school. Even though I was the only guy that could press 140 twice or curl 140 twice, everybody thought I was a big wuss. In fact, funny story. I made it through boot camp. I ran into a guy I went to high school with at a gas station one day, and I think it was November, right after I got out of boot camp. So it would have been the end of November, beginning of December. And he's like, "Hey man, how was the Marine Corps?" I said, "All right." He says, "How bad is it?" And I said, "Dude, I made it through, and everybody thinks I'm a wuss." So he joined in January of '97. He did 4 years, he made it through too, you know. And I ain't saying, oh, it's just so easy. It's like he wasn't a wuss either, but everybody thought he was a wuss. But yeah, it was fucking hard. Yeah, it was fucking hard. A bunch of bullshit, but whatever. You already knew it because you watched Full Metal Jacket 114 times before you went to fucking boot camp. But
don't forget Platoon. But
you know what? The best part of the Marine Corps was fucking boot camp because you knew you were getting fucked. You knew what was coming. Once you got out was the fucked up part because you think once you get through boot camp, everybody's gonna give you respect, and you're a Marine now, and everybody's gonna give you respect. Fuck no. They treated you like a kindergartner for fucking 4 years. They literally did. You got out of boot camp, you're a Marine. You go through the ceremony. You're all Marines now, hoorah, hoorah, and then they just treat you like fucking kindergartners for 4 fucking years. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, it was fucked up. I was in Okinawa. When I was in Okinawa, this dude that was there is a Mexican dude. I'm not going to say his name. Jose, which actually was his first name. But Angel, Jose Angel was his second name, Angel. And he was there for a year before I got there. And I went to, when I was on fucking armory duty, because I knew the staff sergeant wasn't going to let me get a driver's license over there. I just knew it. So I waited till I was on fucking TAD to the fucking armory for fucking watch. And I planned out the week. Boom. Because I wasn't under their command at that point. I was under the Armory Watch command. So when it said I needed a staff NCO signature and a first sergeant signature, it was different people. So when I wanted to get my driver's license in Okinawa, I waited. I planned it out. I got the staff sergeant's signature from Armory duty, got the first sergeant's signature through Armory duty, went down, took the test, got my license. Here's the best part. So I had my fucking license, and I'd only been there about 6 months. So I went out and rented a car. We drove around the island. We went to the Habu Mongoose fight a couple times, did some shit. And then one day, this fucking Sergeant Williams, he says, fuck, we need somebody else with a driver's license. We ain't got enough people to do this shit. And I said, well, I got a driver's license. It's bullshit. And I said, I pulled it out and showed it to him. He said, how'd you get this? So I went down, took the test, got it. So then he tells the staff sergeant's like, well, Vogel, we don't know if we're going to let you keep this because Jose's been here for a year and we didn't even let him get one. And I'm thinking, let me? Motherfucker, I'm an adult and I'm a United States Marine. You're going to tell me you're going to let me get a motherfucking driver's license. So I went through the shit and I was waiting for him to fuck me over because I was going to request mass and have his fucking ass because the first sergeant already signed off on that shit. You see, I planned that shit out. See, like people think I just say shit and do shit. No, I planned shit the fuck on out. I fucking went above his ass because I knew if he was going to take it from me, he was going to have to answer to the first sergeant who gave it to me. Because I actually had to stand in front of the first sergeant and explain to him why I thought I deserved to have a driver's license. And I said, because I'm here, I want to explore the fucking country. I want to be able to drive around and see stuff, do stuff, this, that, and the other thing. He said, okay, all right, that's cool. And he gave it to me. So if the staff sergeant was going to try and take it away from me, he was going to have to fuck with the first sergeant over it. Yeah, no, because they might have fucked me off the signing shit and out of the rank and out of my fucking MOS and out of every goddamn thing else, but they weren't fucking me out of that. Oh, they were pissed. They were pissed. And believe you me, I got dogged for the rest of that 6 months over that shit.
Sounds like fun. I got an off subject question. I'm going to dip in the chat. My phone's getting low, but
yes, it really is.
Letting me up, Queen Wasp. We had a good time. But no, I want to ask you a question. Is Vern working a full time? Is he working now? Is he on the road?
We don't answer questions.
All right. I mean, if he is, good for him.
We don't answer questions for other people.
Well, I don't see him in the chat right now. So I saw him mention something about being on the road and all that.
He's doing Black Ops shit.
Oh, my bad. All right. So
I mean, Gray Ops, not Black Ops, Gray Ops.
Gray Ops? All right. Ops, so this is going to be one of those above pop secret, like the popcorn. I get it. My bad.
See, just like you have the First Amendment right to redress your government in the Marine Corps.
You just cut out.
Yeah, you're kind of like clipping a little bit there, dude.
No, you just completely cut out. Vern answered you in the chat.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah. Well, good for you, dude. You did it. You made it. And I think you'll have a much better life doing that. I think you will. So, you got this, dude. Then they'll take off the training wheels and he'll be flying solo, man.
Tell anybody.
Do what?
No, I was talking into my phone.
All right.
I do the the text talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet tea. Oh, there he goes. I bet his phone was dying out.
Maybe. He might have been on a different page. When he tries to leave that page, he kicks himself out because he hits the wrong button.
Yeah.
That
He's got a laptop, and it'd be a much easier life for him if he could use that more.
Yeah, but doesn't that have to do with like can you be like hacked or tracked or whatever?
I don't know. I know he's mentioned something about that.
Something about with the Wi-Fi or something with a phone. You don't.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing of it is, yes. So he's right. People there's programs they can use to data mine you if you're sharing StreamYards with somebody. But if you're using like the StreamYard with people that you know and you trust, people in your group,
right,
then you're fine. But yeah, if there are people out there in the drama community. I won't drop any names, but some of them been pretty open, like saying, "Oh yeah, I got your IP there, and I know your city and state and stuff now." They do that kind of stuff. They do.
They can have my IP. Come on and visit. But
yeah, I'm not worried about it myself. But
what's funny is I was watching this thing the other day. It's called The Most Hated Man on the Internet. It's about what the fuck is his name? Hunter. Jesus, Hunter Moore.
Oh, all right.
And they were saying how they hacked these people was with this whole somebody hits you up and says, "Hey, whatever it is, I lost my phone or something and I can't get in, and can you send this verification code?" And anytime anybody does that to me, like close friends, I'm like, "Yeah, no, sorry." And that's how they were getting into people, because it attaches another email to it, and then they're in. And it was interesting because I was like, "Oh, look at that!" That's why I refuse that all the time.
Oh yeah, no, it gets pretty crazy out there. There's a Google software developer program that people will use, and it's free, and they'll grab a lot of your stuff that way. And then there's like paid programs. A lot of this it's designed to monitor and track like your kids' online activities, and then you can see who's been interacting with them with this like monitoring software. But people will get that same software and they will use it for nefarious reasons of course, snatching up everybody else's IPs that they, in some of these softwares, even if you just leave a comment on someone's channel, they can use it to grab your IP and stuff that way too.
Yeah,
it gets pretty nuts. So I don't know. It's people's going to do what they're going to do, but at the end of the day, I get it, especially someone who hasn't been doxxed yet or something, and they're trying to protect themselves. And here he is. Now we got to stop talking about him again.
Yeah, well, he's a complete dick because I didn't know that was.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Can't hear you.
No audio. Hook up your CB radio echo mic. That'll work. That'll do it. So yeah, complete audio crash.
Yeah.
The crickets. Ambient noise in the background playing.
I was gonna say that's me chewing.
Oh, I can't even hear you chewing. I'm just.
Well, that's good.
Filling in the gap.
He said, "Well, wait, there's more." Hello, John Powder. Oh, for Christ's sake! Why are you coming in twice?
This one.
Yeah.
Because my phone died, so I'm at like 2%.
Yeah.
So anyway, to finish my statement.
All right, you finish it up, and I'm going to dip in the chat.
Hang on. just like you have redress of grievances under the First Amendment, in the Marine Corps, you have request mast, which is pretty much the same thing. Yeah, he was going to leave. So to finish my point, just like you have redress of grievances with your government under the First Amendment. When you're in the Marine Corps or in the military, you have request mast, which is called in the Marine Corps, where you can take it up the chain of command above and beyond your seniors. So that's what I was going to do about the whole driver's license thing. Yeah, no. And just like I said, I'm just that slick. You see how I do that? People think I'm out of my mind, and then I just throw something in there like, oh, yeah, we got you now. Yeah, no.
Excuse me. Oh, I just burped. Yeah, no.
Oh, wait, I got to put something in the private chat. Ah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm fucking tired as fuck. Hang on, let me fix myself.
I'll be killing it soon anyway.
Wait,
Not yet, but 6 minutes, 7 minutes. You just, yeah. Wait. Yeah, write whatever you got to write in the private chat, because now you're silent because you went off the fucking page. I'm not going through the dosing BS again. Doxing, you mean? No, I understand. Oh, that's Vern. Holy shit. Vern said there's more. No, I understand, Emo. I didn't realize, though. I'm just saying, what I meant was maybe next time I can set it up so you can come on is what I meant. I wasn't being like, ratty, like, oh, yeah, thanks, whatever. No, I wasn't saying it like that. I got you, though. I got you. One of these days, I want to do not a private one, but if anybody can, well, okay. I think he said he had to leave. I don't know. I'm confused. One of these days, guys, I can do a private, just private. And this way we don't have to do it online. We can just be private about it, I guess. Chit chat. Because I don't know how you don't make the link public. I don't understand how to do that, but I'm sorry to say. I really don't know. I'm stupid. Well, I can't even figure out how to do a fucking poll. And I wanted to do a poll tonight, but I couldn't figure it out. Apparently, he said he had to leave. I don't know. Not Nemesis, but Abe. I'm so confused. It was a good stream, pretty much. How do I keep the link? I don't understand. Yeah, but how do I keep it? I don't know how to keep it. Oh, I see. Well, I have it copied. I do. Yeah, let me see if I can message you with it because, yeah, got you. All right, I'll just hit invite, right? Invite, copy, and then all right. Then I go into where, you spastic bitch? Into here, right? No. Into this one, right? Is it this? Google Meet? Or Google Chat? We'll try Google Meet. I don't think that's the right one. Nope, that's not the right one. Fuckity fuck. Oh, I know what to do. You dumb bitch. I know what I'm doing now. Come on, get out of the fucking way here. Click out. Am I gonna click? What's gonna close? Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, hang on. Wait, now I can't. I gotta read the chat. If you are on a PC with it, make a notepad. Oh my God, no, I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry. Jeez. I know what I can do. I just can't figure out what I'm doing. All right, do it that way. Let me Google Chat. Can I send it to myself that way? Who can I send it to on Google Chat? Who will care? Because there's certain people on Google Chat that I no longer speak to. What? Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, I've never seen that movie. Sorry. Paste. Okay, Vern, it doesn't matter. I sent it to you because now I can always go back in our messages and find it. Fuck am I here? Oops. No, I just tried to send that whole fucking, yeah. Okay. Well, folks, I think I'm going to wrap this up anyway because it's time for me to go to bed and I'm up to 3 hours. So I appreciate all of you coming in. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And we'll work on that one link thing another time, definitely, because it'd be nice to all talk, but I kind of like having other people in here too. So, all right. I have no ending statements. Thanks, Abe. Have a good night. Later, taters. I can't think of any silly things to say at the end, so one of these days I will. But you guys have a good night. Well, that's true. All right, I'm out of here. Have a good night, folks. Thank you, chat. Thank you, lurkers. Thank you, everybody.